Welcome to the land down under. We're here in Australia and URFL is back. 21 race winners, 5 world championships. A season to remember has begun, and we open the season with the Australian Grand Prix here in URFL. Round 1 of Tier 1 for F123 here in URFL. As the opening round, it's Albert Park Circuit that plays host here in Season 7 to Round 1 of URFL. 14 corners, 9 to the right and 5 to the left make up the 5.278 kilometer circuit, or 3.28 miles if you're American like me. It's 29 laps of racing, but first, a full qualifying session, and I am joined by none other than the reigning Tier 3 champion and resident Rocket League god, Cam Rooney. Cam, how we doing, mate?
Yeah, no, I'm doing amazing. I'm delighted to be alongside with yourself. We should be in for an absolute treat today for the season opener. I'm excited to see who will be battling who for what positions where, and that's what we'll all find out. I'm sure this will be the start of many promising things to come this campaign.
Yes, it should. I completely agree. As back in Tier 3, just to give you some reference, it is on Mel's stream.
Oh yeah,
Mel's stream, and we got some inter runners in that one. But first car out, it looked like the Red Bull. No, it's actually Alpha Tauri of Reku Justin. No, it's Viper. It's Viper is back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Cam. I mean, can you speak to Viper at all?
Viper, I think it's quite a shock move for AlphaTauri. I don't think anyone saw it coming, but obviously he's came in late, and this is a man who, last time he was here, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe 3 wins in only 4 races. This is a man who's in elite form last time he was here. I'm excited to see what he can do if he gets a full campaign under his belt for sure.
I mean, he was dominant every race. I mean, I remember France, he was gone. I personally saw Oka become the old Oka, where he would just dominate races, and Oka was still 15 seconds off Viper. This is the man who can dominate whatever he wants. He's relentless on track. He does not give up ever. And bit of an ego. Famously, in an interview with him, I asked him if anyone would challenge him or if he had any problems after racing with Singapore QUALI, where he took pole in the wet by a second. He said famously, "Do you know who I am? It's Viper." So, I mean, there's a bit of an ego. He doesn't open the DRS to start his lap. Cam, can you take us away on Viper's lap on the mediums here?
Absolutely. Viper goes to the first one. You don't want to take the curve. That is an absolute curve of death, and then just keep it planted down towards the next braking zone. Gets the speed up, 7th gear here, and then short strips back down to 2nd. It takes a little bit of apex there, and then turn in. You don't want to let go of the power too much. He does it nicely. Then a little clip of the curb, keeps it on the island. Then you need to brake. It's important to keep carrying speed out the exit of this corner, as he does nicely. And then you carry this all the way along, and he has a little car in his way, which I'm sure will get out of his path. He might actually generate from a bit of a tow, but we'll see. From his teammate actually, yes, so a little bit of tow, and then left here, and then fast right-hander. Very easy to make mistakes out of this corner, but he planted it nicely. Not activating DRS, which is interesting.
He hasn't done it at all.
Yeah, but take a little bit of curve for that one, yet plant the power now. And then this is almost flat, but it's quite a big lift, I believe, the medium tyre from there. And then doesn't really take much curb on that corner. Then it's early on the power, and it's just a charge to the line from here. See what he can do, but I believe he only used DRS towards the end, a 119.
No, I think he's pushing now. He went double outlap there.
Oh.
His DRS wasn't on.
Never mind then.
Now the DRS is on, so I guess all of that commentating went to nothing. But Viper now on a lap. And Cam, would you like to do it again, or do you want to just ride off board?
We'll ride off board.
Well, either way, that is the lap of the Albert Park circuit. He was not pushing as hard as I thought he would. Yeah, now he's full pushing. Flat through there. He wasn't flat on the double outlap, so I'm surprised he needed a double outlap there. Maybe trying to burn fuel. He absolutely misses the apex by a mile. But Viper, as Ghoul goes even quicker. 18-1 here for Ghoul on the medium compound tires. Senior Pepe's on the soft. No one should be out in the softs right now. Krusty goes P2, second off. Should be, I mean, Krusty was actually on a lap there, and Krusty taking the curb, interestingly enough. Viper now should be able to cut this. No, he's not. So they're avoiding, so from what I've seen, the line through turn 10 is you cut that curb on the inside, and yet Viper's fully avoiding it. It looks like he has the confidence, he has the downforce to cut it, and he gets on that red curb, and that's just something you want to avoid. Killer Croc goes 2/10 off Ghoul.
Croc about to provide the shock of the century in Q1.
Not
And we will
expecting
be there.
As the DRS flies wide open for Viper, as we head up to the line, will this be provisional pole? P2 by a tenth. He's only a tenth clear of Croc. This is shocking. Croc, what a lap.
Is cooking something different in that Haas car, and I'm here for it.
So, anyone out on the mediums is Joel. Joel, famously, the qualifying god of URFL. I mean, just a fully pushing on the limit always during qualifying, and I don't think you'll ever see a better qualifier in URFL's history, because this man always knows when to push it the hardest. And can he take provisional P1 here in Q1 as we head up to the line for this first run in Q1? Joel goes provisional P1, and as I said, this man is a qualifying god. I mean, just the way he can hook up a lap is just next to none. As Reku Justin also pushing on a lap. But Joel, could we see a win here? His pole-to-win conversion rate is something of Leclerc's, as we see Reku Justin taking too much curb. You want to cut that turn 10 curb, but not like that. But Cam, could we see Joel maybe fix that pole-to-win conversion rate?
I think Joel, he's definitely, no doubt his qualifying is one of the best I've seen here. But I think if he nails the race, I think his race pace has got a lot better from previous F1 games in terms of where he used to be at quite a lot. But I wouldn't be surprised if he can hook it up and keeps it on the island. We can see Joel in for a few wins this season, no doubt.
As we see Croc going for another lap, he went for a cooldown, and then I don't know how many cooldown laps he made to actually gain the ERS back. The ERS depletion doesn't look too bad. There's a decent amount of braking zones here, but a lot of long straights. Here, low downforce is definitely the key. You want to run as low downforce as possible. You still want that. You still want enough to be able to live in high-speed corners, and there are many of them. I mean, the fast chicane, the famous fast chicane, as we head through Sector 1 with Killer Croc here, looks to be cooking something. He's got a lot of grip here, it looks like, and he's using, no traction control for Croc, and I'm surprised that it's working for him. As we head through Sector 1, he's 2 tenths up. This would put him past the Goal 7. I'm sorry, what is Croc cooking? This is not Croc racing. It's on off. It's on off. What? Croc? Wow. This is a new kind of Croc. Could Croc be in for a championship battle? Croc is a race winner here in URFL. Back in Tier 2. Could he be one of the ones here in Tier 1 to take a race win? He's on a medium. He is flying here on 2 upper mediums. What is this? Cam Croc is absolutely on the limit. He's using everything from the track. He just, oh my god. Oh, Croc with a huge moment. Croc trying to keep it on the island here as we now head into the final corner. Oh, he gets on the grass. Croc is spun round. Oh, the commentator's curse hits, but Killer Croc was on a lap. Wow. When have you ever seen Croc do that? He was going to go ahead of the Goal 17. Challenge Joel. What is this? Haas P4, P5 sway on the inters there. He's on a lap now, but it's on the inters, we don't care. As Nicholas Meyer on an out lap. No one on a lap, it looks like is Oka on the inter 7 now. On those inter compound tires, he would go around P11, P12. Josh on an out lap on the medium compound tires. Reku Justin on his lap now. Looks like he's on 3 lap on medium tires. Minty Haza, has not had the best last few weekends or last season. He just could not finish a race to save his life. And even yesterday, there was a league race, and he just was pushing too hard. In my opinion, Minty, from what he was saying as well, he was, I could have got the win. I could have done this. You need to focus on finishing races before you focus on winning Grand Prix. In my opinion, at least. And I think he's just looking too far ahead. He needs to take it one step at a time and try and finish these Grand Prix. He goes purple Sector 2. Oh, and no! Minty! How is he not out of this Grand Prix?
Wow.
But he already...
Alfa Romeo steal.
Oh my no. Sway's teammate now, and we see a Haas behind. Krusty, I believe, is pushing. Did Krusty get blocked by Croc there? Who knows? But Krusty now pushing through here. And just again, Minty. He needs to figure it out.
I've seen Minty show promising pace. He had a flying time trial lap, I believe. Krusty's had a little off, but he's back to... Oh, now he's going back around again.
Krusty, just locked up going into the final corner. I believe he just using no ABS now, as we see Greco Justin go P5, 18.8 still a second off pole. I don't know about that, Ravis. We're not griefing, Croc, but we're just shocked. And yeah, Joel, yeah, we know you're here. Am I safe? Yeah, Joel, you're safe.
You're safe. You're chilling, bro.
Chilling. Just retire. Ego retire, please. Destructo said he specifically told Minty not to bin it. Well, I think, for me at least, he needs to focus on finishing Grand Prix first and finishing laps before he's pushing all out for wins. Because at the end of the day, he has the pace, but he doesn't have the consistency whatsoever. I've never seen a driver this inconsistent. I mean, Joel, honestly, he rivals. I think he's worse at you than for quality to race. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I think maybe it's a bit being harsh on the lad, but I think at this point, come on. Like, at some point, you figure, at least after 2 Grand Prix DNFing in a row, you think, oh, I need to finish the next one. That's it.
I hope eventually he's going to come good.
But it's been, what, 15 races? And probably more outside of other leagues. So, I don't know. It's a shame for Minty, and he's put on the softs. I hope he doesn't go out on the softs. Maybe he needs it. Also, but the other driver, Sway, doing well, as Kitten goes P10, and Ravis saying
winning the championship, which is the one that really counts.
Yes, it does.
Kitten by 200.
Only went, 200s back. That's not too bad. Not too bad. And Rafa on the
Croc's
medium.
So
Rafa. Crocs. Oh wow, Croc.
Just a big gravel.
So commentator Curse really has hit him hard as Rafa coming up to the line. Goes P2!
Good
Rafa!
lap.
What a lap from the Pakistani driver. Wow! Beautiful lap here from the Mercedes in a beautiful car, the number 43 car.
Nicholas Meyer goes to second as well.
Wow, Nicholas Meyer as well, the championship challenger, new driver here in URFL, and Rafa pulling up to the side, letting some cars go. But Rafa, I mean, he's been rapid in time trial, and I think in quali here, he should be on for a good lap. And maybe a fighter for pole, as we see. Joel, I think, is my favorite for pole, as usual. The Red Bull team here in Tier 1 is looking spicy. Cool, and Joel, they could win the championship. They could win the Constructors easily. Same with Nicholas and Kitten. It'll be interesting to see, and I think Oka and Rafa, a dark horse. And looking at this, Killer Croc and Krusty could be definitely the top of the midfield. So we'll have to see. And speaking of championship challengers here for the Constructors, Charlie Ark heading up to the line only goes P10 on the mediums. Not too good.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that.
He really should be challenging, and so should Roadrunner. As Roadrunner misses the final apex by a mile, the penultimate. Sorry,
yeah, that Ferrari's certainly a formidable lineup too.
Ferrari is just wow, and I think Roadrunner's handled the drama well as he goes P7. The gap between P4 and P9 is 2 tenths, which is ridiculous. But yeah, as Croc says, he could have got 4 tenths on his lap. He wants to die. Croc 4 tenths would have put you around P1, which is ridiculous.
But I think he might have had around 4 tenths. We saw him cheating, I think, only the first sector. So Killer Croc is on something.
Croc, do not go out. Do not go out. Do not touch those softs, please. Just get in. Just be smart. Be smart about it. You are now a challenger for this race. So play it like that. Rafa on out lap. Sorry, Rafa went on a cooldown and now he's pushing again. So Rafa now starting his lap. We will see what
the other Mercedes about to begin as well.
Yeah, so both Mercedes. Now we look to see. I'll watch Rafa. You want to watch Oka?
Yeah, let's compare a bit of sector times.
Let's see. So Rafa riding on board with him, heading into turn 3. He's on his time trial left, missing the apex down at turn 3 a little bit, and this time he hits it beautifully. Now as we get early on throttle here, 4th gear, just half a lift here, 50% off, and now flat through this next corner. Flat through the next as we head into turn 6. Sector time, he's 300s up. It's a 27.041 here. Is purple sector 1. I wonder what Oka's doing.
And Oka's on a 24.107.
What?
27.107? I believe.
Okay, 24. 24. As we see Chef, the McLaren TP in the house with only 2 McLaren drivers, Pepe and Joshi. As we see Rafa, oh, he took too much curb. He was purple sector 2, he took too much curb. We go now to Oka. Cam, what's he been doing?
Oka 44.9 for the middle sector, which I believe it's been a pretty tidy lap so far, I'd say. But obviously, let's see, it's all about finishing the lap.
I think he's about 2 tenths off on Rafa.
Maybe a bit too much curb there for my liking, certainly, anyway, but 6 gear through there. And he comes down 30. He doesn't really take anything of that apex. And then it's all the way to the line now.
He's also on the softs.
Yeah, which is interesting because he didn't give it a go on the medium at all. But he's done a very
he
stellar
didn't.
lap there with an 18.1.
I mean, 18-1 on the softs, though, you'd want to go quicker if you're Oka.
But I think he's safe enough. I think he just wants to get through. I mean, he doesn't want any early shots, right?
Yeah, it should be fun. Also, maybe getting into Q3 on those same compound tires could be good for him. As we're in the final part of Q1, the drivers at risk. Sway on the inters, he'll have to strap on a set of mediums or softs. Kitten on the mediums now, he's starting his lap. With Shaney now entering the pits now, he'll have to strap on a new set of tires maybe, or maybe more fuel. As Kitten now not
He's not
using
on
any
lap.
RS.
No RS.
Yeah.
Double out lap?
Double out lap.
It seems to be a fairly common theme.
I'm
Between
surprised.
a few
Maybe it's
drivers,
just too much
certainly.
fuel. Maybe they're not getting the tires in the right window. I'd be shocked if they weren't. Yeah, Chef is here. Croc. Bro, there's 4 people who did laps on inters.
Viper retires?
No, you don't.
Is that in the pit? Or...
So yeah, Viper's definitely in the pits. You do not have to do a lap on the softs, Croc. You could have gone me, Croc. Why'd you go softs?
Is Croc out?
No, Croc. Yeah, Croc's out on the softs. He's P10. Croc. I don't think 10 people. I don't think 8 people are gonna improve behind you, or 6 actually, is all they need.
I wouldn't be awfully surprised if they did.
Mediums though. He said if he said he had
I think
4
he maybe
mediums,
could.
why not go back on
You
the
had
mediums?
410 and maybe punt on those old mediums to see what you can do.
Yeah, but I guess the softs aren't bad, especially if he can get into Q3 on the same tires and maybe use this for a banker lap as well in Q3 for these tires. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Joshi is on a lap. No, he's actually lifting.
I believe he finished one not long ago.
Yeah, so, you're right. He goes P5. Yeah, very close to Oka, who is starting another lap. He'll go for a double push. I'm surprised that they'll be able to push this many times on these tires. Nicholas Meyer starting his lap now. We'll go back to Croc, still on an out lap, starting his. Minty has us purple sector 1. Let's ride on board. Actually, you know what? We'll ride off board. We won't watch Minty just to give him not as much pleasure. Charlie now on a lap. That beautiful red Scarlet Ferrari.
Invalid already.
He can go again. He can still go again. Croc just needs to
get
his head down. Krusty heading into the final couple corners. He's 6/10 up. He's out of ERS though, and that will definitely hinder him on the run to the line. And he goes a bit wide, somehow not invalidating. Krusty now up to the line. He's the driver at risk right now. Krusty only P14.
That
I
won't
think
be
that's out of
enough.
qualifying.
Yeah,
Charlie's improving by 6/10. Charlie right now would go around P11. Charlie only P11. He needs to improve. Charlie, one of the quickest drivers in this tier, a race winner, challenging for the championship with Kitten and F121 many a time.
Minty goes fastest. I told you he's got a pace if you're gonna lock it.
Can Minty just keep finishing laps? Minty cannot get drunk off the speed here, as Charlie only P12, but Minty crucially cannot get drunk on the speed. He needs to realize, hey, I need to finish this Grand Prix. Let me focus on finishing it, not winning it, because if he focuses on winning it, I think he'll crash again. But we'll have to see. Krusty is not on lap. Kitten is on lap. He's 2 seconds up. Kitten goes P5. Nicholas Meyer now finishing his lap. He's 5/10s down, but he's going to start a second lap. He had invalidated, and now he's going to push again. Hazard's not pushing. Kitten, like, Rafa and Joel think they're safe, and Oka's
To my knowledge, I believe Krusty's out.
I agree. Yeah, Krusty's definitely out of qualifying, so Krusty's out. Sway improving, I believe.
Sway is improving massively, but obviously that's an interval he did. He's only gone for 1 run on the mediums. This is bold.
Shaney's 1.5 seconds up, so he needs more. Obviously, only through 1 sector so far. He's on the softs. Krusty is out of qualifying, and yes, Minty has us done. Nicholas Meyer is now on a lap pushing. He's 5/10 down in sector 1.
We've got Sway to the line as well.
As Sway.
And nice.
Yeah, that is definitely safe. And Shaney looking to knock out Senior Pepe. Here's Pepe. He's 4/10 up though. Charlie could be out of qualifying here.
Charlie's
the driver at risk. So it would take Shaney and Pepe improving. Shaney is improving. Shaney is definitely improving. Could Shaney, former teammates back at Red Bull in Charlie's championship challenging season, back in the final season of F121, can Shaney do it? Shaney goes P3, a huge lap.
Beautiful lap from Shaney.
And now we wait on Senior Pepe.
He's 5/10 up.
He's 5/10 up, but it looked like a terrible third sector. Chef will be waiting and
but
waiting
for
this.
5/10s.
Oh, he needs 2. He needs 2.
Gain 2. Charlie's in the pits, got nothing more to offer.
Chef is cheering him on. Pepe up to the line. He doesn't improve.
It's not enough.
He lost 6/10 in sector 3.
That is
7.
crazy.
And Pepe is out on the softs.
Croc went up to 6, but he didn't need to do that lap.
No, he definitely did not. And I don't know why he did that lap. But 18.039, only 8 thousandths off Rafa, who's on the mediums. So I think good lap times from Croc. You definitely wasted softs, Croc. We told you. Lucky Ioka saying lucky boy. And Krusty in validation of nightmares, he says. And Viper P11 only needed that one run. 18-2 on the softs is terrible to me for Viper. I mean, if you're Viper, you should be... I mean, if Minty is beating you, I get...
Minty has raw pace, I'm telling you.
Look, but still.
If he hooks
to
it up,
me,
he has raw
if
pace.
Minty beats me, I find that disrespectful.
Minty's got pace if he can hook it up. I'm fed up with Minty slander. Let him hook it up. Let him cook.
All right. 1.1 seconds is the gap between the whole field. I think if Krusty had got that final lap in, it would have been even less. It would have been under a second for the whole tier. And this, again, the closest tier 1 that we have ever seen. The 5 drivers knocked out here. I won't go through the whole list because it doesn't matter. But the 3 drivers knocked out: Pepe in the McLaren, Reco Justin in the AlphaTauri, and Krusty in the Haas. All knocked out. It was about 2/10 from Pepe to P15, and Charlie, the lucky boy, as Oka said, getting through by the skin of his teeth into Q2. That will not make the Ferrari TP happy, as Roadrunner himself down in P13. And it's 5/10 between P1 and P14, Cam. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so close. Fine margins.
Yeah, Joel saying not a big deal for Minty to beat him by a 10th on the
certainly. Joel did one run and retired. Yeah, Joel is in a very nice position, but as far as I'm aware. He certainly looks the favourite.
So, now, you go to Q2. If anyone can let me know if there's any rain inbound in the race or anything, I'm going to go get some water. All right. That's everyone on their outlaps now. Joel, not the first round, is actually the Ferrari of Charlie. It's a bit of a queue at the front. I'm a bit shocked that they're all trying to get out like this. You see a mix of tires on the grid. Charlie on the softs. It's Sway on the softs as well. Minty Haza on the mediums. Very confident for Minty to do this run, the final run in Q1 on the softs, and then do the first run in Q2 on the mediums. It is former Kitten on the mediums, as he normally likes. Probably going high fuel run. Pachic on the mediums, and Nicholas Meyer and Ghoul and Rafa, the only other medium runners. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. As Chef calling Ilka washed in the chat. So, pretty normal thing.
As his driver went out in Q1. I know who got through.
Well, that's one for Chef to deal with later on. Maybe he'll have to talk with Secret Pepe, because that lap, losing 7/10 in Sector 3 is ridiculous. Charlie also very cautious on throttle. He wasn't even full throttle as we headed through turn 1. Charlie now into turn 3. This should be good from Charlie.
Take it a little more cautious.
Fair. But you would think he'd done enough practice to know that that is just flat on the exit and it's flat through here. He's looking more confident as the lap goes on. 27.0 for the first sector is good. And again, a bit late on throttle. I think maybe that corner you could be a little bit late on throttle. As we now head 27.0 first sector, we will look down the field. Sway is the car behind, so we will compare sector times with him. Charlie Ark now riding on board here as we head through this beautiful corner. 44.6 for that sector. He takes a bit of curb. It's a 44.7.
44.7, so yeah. It shows they're all really close.
So Charlie, the first one to cross the line, as Rafa's finishing his outlap now. The only person in the pits is It's Viper.
Confidence.
Surprise? I mean, he always has it, doesn't he? As we head now, Charlie, second gear, up to third now, up to fourth, short shifting, as we head into the final corner, early on throttle to fifth gear, again he's short shifting, as we now head up to the line. Charlie Ark sets the pace, 17.7, that's the quickest time of the day. As Sway now crossing the line. He
Goes
goes even
faster,
quicker.
just
Wow. What a final sector.
5,000.
As Shaney goes 2
Only a
tenths,
couple
3
tenths
tenths
back.
And Apochik way off
Apochik-
on the mediums.
Yeah, that's not like it for Apache. He won't be happy with that.
And Joel goes even. Oh, he tugs 2 tenths in the entire field.
That's show for you.
And Oka goes P4. Croc also crucially P6, 18-1. That's pretty good from Croc. 18-5 for mediums of Kitten. I think he's on a high.
Is the difference for the soft and the medium that much? You believe?
I actually don't know. I wouldn't think so. Is Nicholas Myers out of the RS and he hasn't set a lap, so we'll have to see how that goes. The goal 17 goes P7, 18-3, 9-1. I mean the medium runners were doing quicker in Q1. I guess they all just messed up. Haza starting his lap now on the mediums. He's again late on throttle. They're really not confident on the exit of turn 1. As Joshi only P5. Wow, Joshi, definite, I would say, one of the best qualifiers on the grid. I mean, we remember back in 21, he was the Charles Leclerc, one of the Charles Leclercs of that tier. I mean, no, it wasn't Baku Pole. It was almost Baku Pole. It was snatched away by Kid.
Minty's
No,
out.
No, he hasn't.
He's
No,
out.
he hasn't.
I'm
No, he
doing it on the
hasn't.
exit. Yeah, Minty.
Oh my god. So Destructo has
feels so
made
bad.
an absolute amazing signing, and Minty, how?
No, he wasn't a sign. He was a reserve.
Oh, he's a reserve. Of course he
Yeah.
is.
His teammate is Albin, who's like, because they're both my drivers in another league,
Makes sense.
and they're friends. But Albin is in London or something, so.
So Runner was purple sector 1. Minty again has crashed out. He's out here in Q2 as Runner 44-5 here as Ravis. Oh my God!
They've been on the exit there.
As Ravis joining, probably to help out his team principal Shaney. No other
How
Alpine
legal
drivers.
that is, I don't know, but.
We'll see if anyone catches it. I'm not going to say anything yet because we know what Aston is like from last season. Runner, as we now head through the final corner, 4th gear. No, he's not into 4th gear. He's into 3rd through that final corner. I'm shocked that he's able to get the grip and not spin through there. Runner up the line. This could be. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
wow.
Roadrunner back on top where he belongs. 17-5-1-0. Roadrunner. Wow. As Oka. Oh my god, Oka locking weird.
But that wasn't a
Either
lap,
locking-
right? He had not enough
No.
ERS, maybe?
No, I don't think so. He either locked the rears or got some grass on him. Maybe the surface temps are just too hot. I know he's running a low brake bias, I believe. And let's not give away too many setup things. Viper, though, starting his lap. Let's ride on board with... Oh, Joel's invalidated, sorry. But Viper on the mediums. I want to ride on board with Viper here. And I will take you through this lap. Viper crossing the line. DRS flies wide open. Now ERS on... Let's see, full push now, missing the apex by a mile. That is kind of what you want to do, but Viper just doesn't look like he normally does. Normally Viper looks absolutely unstoppable, and now on 22 he did, here on 23 he just looks like he misses the apex here. No, he hits the apex, and just a bit of a sliding on the exit, and very much a huge lift. Then maybe the mediums just don't have the grip, or maybe he doesn't have the tire temp now as we head through Sector 1. It is a 27.5, he's 5 tenths down on the fastest Sector 1. And just Viper just doesn't look like the normal Viper that we see. And I'm shocked. Now, in 22, it looked like he was definitely amazing. And here in 23,
Yeah, he certainly won't be happy with that first sector. He was 6 tenths off the runner at this time in one sector.
I mean, he's struggling. 45-2 for this next one is definitely off. I think that's 7 tenths off. Maybe 8. As we now head through the fast double. I mean, it's a chicane, really. It's a fast chicane now. Heading into the hairpin. Now he misses that red curve beautifully and takes the apex. Oh, and uses everything he can on the exit. Now, a big lift. Why is he lifting so much through there?
Yeah,
Maybe he
that's
just
almost
doesn't have
flat
a
for
downforce.
me personally. But maybe it's just south first.
What wings are you running? Almost flat.
Not almost flat, but you don't lift off, you keep building.
Okay. 18.5. Only P15. P12, sorry. Like the graphic now updates. P12 and Viper. That is just not it. I'm
But is it
shocked.
potentially a tire thing? Because all the medium guys have did below par laps by their
Has Joel
standards.
invalidated again?
I don't think he started, has he?
Joel's
he
been
has
on track.
invalidated.
He's invalidated twice, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, race director. Yeah, he's invalidated twice these last two. Wow. So Joel in the fight for pole, Q2. I mean, look, 17.5 should be safe. I don't think he needs to do another run. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's fine too, but... Hey, you never know yet. Let's see what all the medium guys can do with their laps if they start a bolt on the set of the soft tyre.
We'll see. I think Oka is the driver. I think Oka will have to go out. I think Joshy definitely does, but I think around Oka 17.8 I think is the cutoff time. As Oka now going out on the lap and misses the turn 1 apex by a mile, but I guess you're going out of the pits. That's fine. Rafa also going out on a lap now. Yes, he is. So Rafa waiting to come out of the pits. He is letting the Aston Martin of Nicholas Meyer through, who's invalidated through turn 1. Wow, Aston Martin just not able to do anything here. 5/10 up though is Kitten. 5/10 up though is Kitten. It says he's purple sector 1. I don't know how much I believe that. As we now head through into turn 9 and 10. There are some rumors that people think that Kitten is washed on 23. I mean, can you speak to that at all, Cam, as we now head through the chicane?
I guess I've heard much of said rumor, but I think he's faster than any game. I think he always hooks it up well.
So
I think you can't. That was Killer Croc! Wow! I saw he was 2/10 up, but he's found another 6 in that final sector. Wow! What a lap! And Podchik follows through second too.
Wow, a Podchik P2 in the Alpine. I don't know. Yeah, he's driving. He is signed for that team. Kitten also up to the line as we head. Kitten goes P2. Croc is quicker than Kitten.
These times are ramping up, and Killer Croc is on a madness.
Is the track evolving like that, or is that just pure pace from Croc? Also, apparently, Isak 18-0 on softs in Q2.
Wow.
Here in Tier 3. He's 2/10 clear of LNFC, and we're about the same times. We're only a minute down on Tier 3, so it's not too bad here. Zealous also. I mean, first of all, the top 3 in Tier 3 are second clear of the rest. So
the Red Bulls?
We'll see if they get moved up. The Red Bulls in Tier 3 are Scottish 19.8. He's down in P12, Scottish Ben, and the other Red Bull doesn't exist. So I assume he's out in Q1.
No sign for Red Bull.
Yeah. So Croc now into the pits after an amazing lap. Joshy goes P1, 17-1. I think the track is ramping up.
Yeah, and truly, everyone's adding a lot of time.
I think everyone needs to go out now. I think
everyone behind Croc certainly needs to go again.
I think Croc needs to go again.
I think he could be fine.
I think it'll be close.
But
you remember AMG? I mean, Mel. If you remember in Brazil, Mel. No, it was Zandvoort. Mel and Chef, I think it was, were P1, P2 in Q2, and everyone did their lap, and everyone beat them, and they went, and they didn't go on another lap. P1, P2 to P11, P12. So I think Croc needs to go again. The track is ramping up like crazy as Nicholas Meyer now finishing his lap, now early on throttle as we head to the final corner of the lap. Here, Nicholas Meyer only P5. Only P5. He goes behind Croc. How? What is Croc cooking?
Next, I think Raph is on for a really good lap as well.
Raph was an absolute beautiful here. I mean, he gave some great advice to Oka just to break 5 meters later at just certain corners, and Oka really hasn't taken that into heart as Rafa now heading up to the line. Rafa goes P2, 17-2. Beautiful. Yeah, you were right. Rafa on a lap here. I mixed up Oka and Rafa, but Oka should be out on a lap soon. But yeah, Oka thinks he's getting knocked out in Q2. Oka, I think you have the lap in you. But Justin, you're tier 1 because of your time trials. Isak is just doing normal laps. I mean, that's just, I don't know, kind of how that works. I could probably do a tier 1 lap time, Justin.
Oh?
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Come on. Anyways, Shaney.
And he's on some full traction, so he's going to die off in the race. Well, he won't. Well, his pace might be fine, but I'm saying his tyres will not. To my knowledge.
Wow. Anyways, the goal 17. P13.
I think it's obviously easy to qualify like that as well on full. So,
yeah.
I mean, I could half a season with that.
Mido as well did as well.
Exactly.
To pull half the Grand Prix. Especially in Qatar.
Yeah, and that's like he pulls 6 out of 11 races.
Yeah. I mean, even in Qatar with Mido, he started on pole. He beat me by a 10:32. I didn't get a final 1 in Q3. Excuses. As the goal 17, 44.4 as 5/10 up. This would put him around. Oh my god!
Very narrow for that.
I mean, that was beautiful. That is the line you want to take.
Yeah,
even if you mess up the first part. The third gear now, as he doesn't use everything he needs, but it's fine. It should be at least. He's got the best run, and he's using the brakes through there. Wow! In qualifying, he's using the brakes. He misses the apex. It was a bit deep, and that's going to cost him a 10th. That's going to cost him a 10th. It cost me a 10th in time trial. And I think it's going to cost him a 10th. The goal 17, I think, will only go around P8. He goes P4. I was very on 17-4. He's still behind Croc.
Behind Killer Croc.
Oh my god.
A good friend of his.
Oh, Croc is cooking. Justin is it? I mean, no, let's say Justin. Anyways, Joel on a lap now. Joel Morales. Formerly known, we know him as Joel on EU. He's 500th up. He's not purple. He's only 500th up. So maybe the time is in the middle sector. Here as we now head, this is going to be a very close battle. I mean, wow. From P1 to P9 is 4/10, and Croc hasn't gone out. Croc is not going out.
Shaney's got to third as well.
What a lap from Shaney as Ghoul is a 10th.5 up.
Oh
my god, Ghoul! Oh, how he saved that, I will not know. But Ghoul heading through into the hairpin.
Not safe. He lost a lot from that.
Oh my god, Joel. Could we see one of URFL's greatest qualifiers out here in Q2? It won't be another run here. This has to be it. It has to be it for Joel. Now we head up to the line. He's early on throttle, heading up to the line. Can Joel do it? Can he get up higher?
No,
he stays P10. Wow,
so,
that's qualifying over.
Nobody behind.
Sway's 3/10 up. Sway's 3/10 up. Charlie's on that lap. Oka is finishing a lap now. Oka stays P13. Oka's out in qualifying.
Oka's out.
Wow. And Viper, Apache P1 by a 10th, but Viper's 9/10 up. Viper goes
Viper 16-9.
We're into the 16s. Viper is through. Joel is out of qualifying. Sway only P11. Sway's
that's
out.
Not too convincing. Yeah, he's out.
And Runner could be out here. Runner could be out. Runner's a 10th up. Sorry. So Charlie needs to improve. He's only half a 10th up. Charlie needs to.
I believe the only guy
left
same lap as Runner would be his teammate.
Yeah, so the Runner looks. Nicholas Meyer is the driver at risk in my opinion. Nicholas Meyer is the driver at risk. Runner and
yeah, I absolutely agree.
Improve.
Runner 2.5 times so.
Oh, so Runner's got it. He Sway did the same lap time as him. Sway's trying to go double.
Oh, Charlie moment on the exit.
Oh, Charlie, he's lost a 10th. He's lost a 10th. Charlie needs 2/10 in this final sector. Can he find it? A shock Q2 exit for Charlie. It could be shock Q2. Here's Runner now, gonna head to the final corner of the lap. Can he do it as we head up to the line? Are we waiting on anyone else to do a lap? I think it's just the two Ferraris.
Yeah, I believe just the Ferrari fellows.
So Runner up to the line. Could this be P1? He goes P3.
Charlie doesn't make it, but improves his lap.
Nicholas Meyer is through by the skin of his teeth. Wow, Charlie's out in Q2, and what I talked to Runner,
names out.
From what I heard from Runner, he was confident that this would be Ferrari back on top. Charlie would be back in the championship fight, and he's out in Q2 in round 1. What?
There are some massive names out in there.
Wow, and you're right. I mean, take us through. Who's out in Q2 here?
What we've got out is Sway is out after winning Brazil's pre-season. Joel is out after being well renowned as one of the best qualifiers. Charlie Art, who's consistently up there every time, is also out of qualifying too. And the 3-time champ Oak has also taken the exit alongside Minty, who had his earlier crash.
I think we prefer not to speak on Minty, but wow, shock qualifying exit, and it is Killer Croc into Q3. What is this?
And it never looked in doubt either.
Oh no, it did not. He's quicker than the former kid. He's quicker than the 3-time champ. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, Joel's saying, bro, I don't even know what just happened in the lobby. It's crazy. I can't lie. Joel, I mean, it's crazy. Viper to Joel is 6/10. Sorry, 5. It's 6/10. That's crazy. It's a 5/10 gap for Q3. Oh my god. And Oka saying, oh my lord, yeah, he's out. And Oka called it. I mean, I think Cam has said this many times. If you have the mentality that you're going to go out, you're going to go out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to come in with what have I got to lose sort of mentality.
Exactly. And so Joel said he thought he was definitely through, so he went out on used tires. And that decision has put him P12 for the Grand Prix. And wow, Croc. I mean, early on, he's my driver of the day. We'll have to see if he can keep it up.
Killer Croc is a goal. Who stays no?
I cannot wait for everyone to be able to do their final run. I hope everyone hooked up their final run because
And
it seems like
makes
everyone's
it evolve
offsetting
so
themselves.
much.
My Croc's lap was with 5 minutes to go. Joshy's lap, 5 minutes to go. Runner right at the end. Pachik, 3 minutes to go. Viper right at
The
the end.
pocket was comfortable
Rafa
anyway,
early.
but I didn't know that.
Exactly. So I want to see when they all have the same grip, they're all on the same strip of track at the same time. I want to see what they can do because Viper right now, 69, he's the only one in the 16s. We'll see what that can happen. But that Q3 grip is immaculate. Could we see some time trial times be beaten? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be surprised. That's from your time trial, that Nova, 69.
69, 16935, I think it is. So
Famously faster than
Viper.
Nova for a day.
Oi! Let's go. Warzone Goat, what's good? I don't know who you are, but hello, welcome. We are in Q3. It is one of the closest tier 1 grids of all time, and Chef saying Croc has pulled the reverse sandbag. Croc, you are not going back to tier 2 after this. Runner! This is
You would have
insane.
cooked
Yeah.
you to alive.
Joel, when was the last time? Joel, when was the last time you were out in Q2? When was the last time you didn't make Q3? I want to know that. Never. He's never not made Q3. This is the first time Joel's ever been knocked out. That's insane. Especially in tier 1. I mean, wow. I mean,
That's
Joel
so
now has to sit back and watch. As we see the goal 17 now coming out of his pit box, but it is the AlphaTauri of its Viper, the first one out on track, and that is the man we will be watching. As what channel race tonight? I don't know what that means. Anyways, Oka said he got knocked out in Q2 in less than 5 seconds. He got a message on Xbox calling him washed. Well, that's just what happens when you win 3 championships and dominate, and then go out in Q2. So yeah, Oka, you, Charlie, Joel, Minty, Sway are all out in Q2. It's insane. And Chef says Nukes killed Joel's mojo last season, and this is what we are left with. Yeah, there you go. Well, Justin, yeah, you'll get back into it. Anyways, moving back out to the track and focusing away from that drama. Viper, first one out. Rafa's going out now. And Killer Croc also out on lap. Croc is my driver to watch, but right now I think the show is here on Viper.
Yeah, Croc is the man of the moment. I mean, who expected this? But he is flying. Nova, do you have any early poll prediction based on what you've seen so far from Q1 and 2?
You know who I'm gonna say? I'm gonna give it to Viper. I'm gonna give it to Viper. I think Viper's come back, and I think we're gonna see another post-race interview where he go. Actually, I think he's gonna DNF in the race, but I think if we get him, if he stays long enough, which he won't. I don't think he'll stay long enough. If he DNFs, he's definitely gonna leave. But I think this is gonna be pole, and I think we'll get another. Do you know who I am from Viper? As we now start the lap.
Immense pace.
I mean, I thought he was washed in Q1, but no, he was just cruising. As we now head through to start the lap, Viper, what can he do as we now head through turn 1? The goal 17 pushing behind. What can we see from him? He's had a slide. Did he take the curb and just slid round?
Yeah, he took a lot of curve. A lot of people do choose to avoid that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked that he took that. He should have a lot more tires. He's third gear through there. I'm shocked, but he's a lot of throttle. The grip for Q3 is definitely high. He's using everything he could on the entrance. He almost got in the grass. Look at him. He's cutting the track as much as he can. 26.7 to the first sector. That's the fastest first sector I've seen all day.
Whoa. Yeah, that is insane for that.
And Ghoul 26.8. He's a 10th down. And former Kitten. No, that's Nicholas Meyer, 29.4. It looks like he's on a double outlap as we now head. It's Viper. What can we see? Can you watch Ghoul and we'll compare sector times? It's 44.3
yeah,
Viper. He's taking a bit of carb. Oh my god, he got the back end just rotated out and he got the carb pointed beautifully.
What is 44.4?
Oof, only a 10th down. Viper now
But
heading
it didn't
through.
look as clean from Go through that corner.
I mean, Viper slid through as well, but I think it looked like tactical sliding.
I think Go had to lift a little.
I think Viper got some grass in his tires under the penultimate corner, but now heading into the final corner. Early on throttle, 4th gear, 5th gear as we head up to the gears 6, 7. DRS flies open. Viper up to the line. 16.922. He's beat my time.
Go heading around this last corner.
Oh my god.
And I think there's still pace of time with Viper as well, which is the crazy thing. But Go 2 or 3 10 shy. Not a bad first run at all.
And definitely more time in the lap as Nicholas Meyer now starting his lap. Now Joshy here finishing his lap early on throttle. Joshy always a qualifying, amazing qualifier here in URFL. Joshy P2 17.1, only 2/10 off. And we now look to the rest of the grid. It's Croc crossing the line. Croc 28.7. Looks like he's starting his lap now. Shaney
double push.
finishing. Oh, Shaney, that's not Shaney. That's a Pacha. Goes P4 17.298. So yeah, you're right. Double outlap there. His runner now. He's on it. He's also on a double outlap. His runner. As Kitten only P5.
Double
Oh,
outlap.
Kitten's
Double
double outlap.
outlap.
Yeah, you're right. So a lot of guys. I'm shocked double outlap for most of these guys.
Yeah, this is very, very popular among the drivers.
Rafa also double outlap.
Also, yeah, another outlap. Yeah, throw braking, getting rid of fuel. I think.
Shaney turned on the ERS, so he will be starting his lap now.
Yeah,
Runner
starting.
P6 will obviously double outlap, obviously. I wonder if Viper will be going for a. No, he's not. Viper will be boxing. They're not doing the ERS. Joshy's going for double push. It looks like. Nope, he's backed off. Never mind.
I don't think you have the ERS to do that.
Yeah, Apachik.
Cool the
Looks
box.
like he's. So yeah, we'll see. And looking, Killer Croc now heading through the final part of Sector 3. Can he hook this lap up? Croc, half, oh my god, just half a lift through there. Croc heading through beautiful apex there. He's getting on the throttle early. Croc, I'm going to need you to teach me everything you're doing. He's Croc heading up to the line, up the gears. The RS flies open. Croc up to the line. Only P5, 17.5. He lost time somewhere in the lap. As we look to Kitten now finishing his lap. Nicholas Meyer only went. Oh, Nicholas Meyer went slower than Croc right now. Kitten now heading out to the line. Former Kitten, what can he do? P4, 17.2. Everyone is getting nowhere near
And
Viper.
Runner currently is going faster than Viper for the first 2 seconds, to my knowledge. But I believe he made a mistake.
He dialed it. Yeah, he dialed it.
Yeah.
So we're boxing. So you're right. So I want to compare the sector times there. So
But
Viper,
Runner, I believe, was faster through the first. Slightly slower through the first, but faster through the second.
26.7 and 17.5 for Viper, and it was a 26.7 and 17.4 for Runner. He was up.
Yeah.
He was up by a tenth. So Runner could be
Just a
in the
little
shot
moment,
here.
and then
But
overdid it.
obviously, Runner doing that lap about 4 minutes later than Viper did. So we'll have to see when they actually. I really want to see when they all are on the same strip of track at the same time. What can they do? As Rafa heads up to the line now. Rafa goes P2 17.1.
Good first run.
Front row for the Mercedes driver flying the flag, and the number 1 driver, you have to say, as Oka out in Q1. Out in Q2, sorry. Out in Q2.
Nice to see Oka as the number 2 driver out in Q2.
I mean, it's not often. I don't think I've ever said that. Oka, the number 2 driver. But, wow. Wow. Rafa P2, and now everyone on an offset. They're on an in lap, on an out lap. The goal 17's gone early. Very early. And Apachik also gone early. So maybe they think, hey, if I invalidate, I need another run. So Rafa will be into the pits as we see a Aston Martin, I believe. That is Nicholas Meyer heading out. No, actually, sorry, it was Kitten boxing. That's on me. The goal 17 now gonna be starting his lap very soon. Cam, what are your pole predictions?
I think you can't discredit Viper at this point, but I got a sneaky feeling Runner could pip him if you can hook it up nicely. You can never rule Runner out in these days in Tier 1. Surely not, right?
Absolutely not. As the goal 17 going to start his lap now. He's turned on the ERS. I just want to point out, Chef calling Oka Valtteri Okas. That's a good one. That's a really good one. And apparently Rafa got on used tires.
Bottas had a run of, I believe, 103 in a Q3. Oka can't get Q3, so...
That's a good point. Bottas obviously an amazing qualifier, and Rafa apparently on used tires, so we'll see on new tires what he can do. If he can get 210s, I mean, I think Rafa's on for pole as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pakistani driver takes a shock pole here in this second season.
Rafa has been immense ever since he joined the league. He's been a clear presence.
His sophomore season, he did not get to win the championship as a rookie. It looked like he was going to dominate here in F122, but here in F123, he's looking good. Here, now, the goal 17, purple sector 1. What can he do here for sector 2? He is 44.2, he's 2/10 up. Right now, this would put him around Viper. Hold on, folks. We are in for a good lap here from the goal 17. Can he take provisional P1? Can he do it? I think this is the last.
Certainly on course at the moment.
I think 16.8 is coming for the goal 17 now as we head into the final complex of the lap. The penultimate corner, beautiful apex, the rear end sliding just like he wants it to. He's got the grip, he's got the early traction. Wow, look how early he's on the ball.
This looks so promising from the goal.
Oh, he's gonna go P1. Oh, he's the 16.8. Wow, what a lap. And a Apachik now was invalidated. So now everyone on a lap, now the goal 17 is the only one to do that lap early. And I don't think he has the time to box and go for another. He definitely doesn't. Can he? Does he have enough fuel to charge the ERS and go for another?
But I don't think he's recharging. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's qualifying over for the Goal 17. He wanted to get it done early. Viper, Rafa, Joshi, and former Kitten leaving it late. Apochik now going to start his lap soon. Nicholas Meyer has started his lap. He has been... No, Nicholas Meyer's on double outlap. Wow. So both Astons loving the double outlap here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're looking to leave it as late as possible.
Well, I mean, Kitten isn't. Kitten's going to have to go one outlap.
I assume they just want to do that lap right at the end of the session because the track evolution has looked immense so far.
So we'll have to see how that goes. Croc starting his lap now. Nicholas Meyer still obviously on that outlap runner. Shaney is on a lap as we head through turn 3. The farthest driver is the Goal 17, but Nicholas Meyer. So Shaney will be the farthest one. First one to complete his lap out of this group, as we see an Alpha Tauri behind a Viper on his outlap now. And the McLaren of Joshi also on an outlap. And Rafa has exited the pits. Now he's the last driver to exit the pits to do their outlap. Shaney, I don't know what his first sector time was. Let's check. Shaney did a 27.0. So not too bad. He's about 2 tenths off though from the top. 2 or 3 tenths off from the top. I don't think if you're Shaney, you don't think you're expecting to go to the top of the field as Shaney now beautiful through there in the slide. Oh my god. You need to commit to taking that curb. You cannot take it with 2 wheels. You cannot take it with just those right wheels because the car will go and you will lose time. But Shaney's final run here, 4th gear through there, heading through the final corner. Now through the penultimate corner as now he'll get the DRS. I mean, I think he lost too much time in the chicane. You're right. Cam, what can we see from him?
Yeah, we got shaved to the line now. But I mean, that was beautiful, complex towards the end. Hasn't gone as high as he'd like, certainly not. But he would be good with that mistake for sure.
So Croc also on a lap. He's finishing. Croc, final run here. Can we see
He's
Croc
got
do it?
1.5 tenths up before. Croc to P3. Nearly into the 16s.
We do love a good underdog, don't we? Croc P3.
Yeah, no, I'm rooting for Croc here. There's no secret about that.
Beautiful. Joshi. This has to be the lap, and turn 3 looked weird to me under braking, but Joshi seems to be doing just fine. Alpha Tauri, Viper starting his lap. Is Nicholas Meyer? He's going to start his lap soon. No, Nicholas Meyer.
First sector from Joshi. Certainly right up there.
Now, Joshi looks to be pushing hard. Kitten going to start his lap now. Rafa going to start his lap soon as well. Qualifying almost over here as we see Nicholas Meyer heading through. And in the chicane, it's Apochik as well on an outlap.
Yeah, I believe he boxed for a new slap. I don't know if he makes the line in time.
I don't think he does.
It's going to be tight, right?
He's just ascended here. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, he's turned the
Josh is invalidated.
Josh
Josh is qualifying. No, sorry. Kitten's invalidated. Kitten's invalidated. Kitten's over.
Josh is up by 7,000.
So we'll go back to
700, sorry.
Kitten's qualifying is over. And can Joshi find time in the final sector? Here as he just got in the grass.
He looks a bit deep.
At the penultimate corner. He got in the grass and he just went too deep. You're right. As we now head up the line, qualifying is over. Oh my god, Joshi almost died.
Did make it.
Apochik, okay, so Apochik made it. Joshi stays
only 9,000.
He improves barely. Croc is not on a lap. Rafa is on a lap. He's 26.7 for the first sector. Kitten's qualifying's over. You're right, Apochik did make it. Shaney's qualifying's over. Runners 4 seconds up. Runners 3 seconds up. Runners 3 seconds
it's
up.
Viper's 1.5 tenths up to the line now.
Can Runner do it? Runner up to the line. This will be it. Runner can't do it. He's only P5. That first
Viper is going to take it.
Viper, you're right. Provisional pole.
Just about 5th goal. He actually lost a lot from that last few corners.
Nicholas Meyer
a tenth and a half
went
up previously.
Nicholas Meyer went P3. Rafa's a 10th down on his lap. Kitten's qualifying over. Apochik's 2 tenths up. Apochik is 2 tenths up. This would put him around P4. Apochik stuck at the final sector. He's invalidated.
Invalid. Right on the
and this, it's just Rafa that we're waiting on to end qualifying. He's a 10th down. Did he find it? No.
He found improvement, but can't take him too high.
Croc went 6 thousandths ahead of the reigning champion. Croc is P4. Croc's on his second row. What? What is this? Oh my god, what a qualifying. But it's Viper. He's returned. He's back. Viper, ball position for Viper in the Alpha Tauri. Justin will be happy. His team principal. It is P2 for the Goal 17, flying the flag of Red Bull. P3 goes to...
Apparently it's Viper had wing damage when he got that lap, by the way, when he got pole.
What?
Allegedly. That's what he claimed.
What?
Yeah.
Pole with wing damage. Woohoo! Wow, 16,000 is the gap from Viper for ball position. For Viper and the Alpha Tauri, 16.841 is the time that was set. I hope we can see what Tier 3 did. Goal 17 P2 in the other in the Red Bull.
I'm trying to get around the complex of how he apparently had wing damage.
I don't understand that either. P3, Nicholas Meyer in the Aston Martin, a tenth off. Croc, 2/10 off. And P4 in the Haas, ahead of the reigning champion runner. P5, P6, Rafa flying the flag for Mercedes and also flying the flag. Joshy, P7, Kitten down in P8, the three-time champion, invalidating that final run. Terrible from him and locking out the fifth row of the grid. Patrick and Shaney, 7/10 cover the top 10. Wow. I was not
Yeah,
checking the
fine
tool.
qualifying. Very closely packed together.
Oh, thank God. The tool got all of qualifying, even though I forgot to check it the entire time. But we should be good. The tool is ready. I am ready. Whenever Ghoul. Let's go 2-minute break.
So a complex we need to get around is that Killer Croc has just outqualified 3-time world champions.
What?
He is cooking. Killer Croc podium, who says no? Well, probably a lot of tier 1, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Shaney. But Shaney, as well, not a good driver on this track. We saw Brazil, he was clear in tier 2 at least. But
Yeah, he likes Brazil, Shane.
yeah, wow. So I guess he just doesn't like Australia. I wonder, what was the poll time for tier 3? I would love to know.
Yeah, I would love to know as well, but Mel is currently in the same situation we are, so we can't see anything. Now he's showing us. Isaac is first, and Scottish Ben is second. I have no clue the time. I know the grid, but not the time. Oh, the Red Bull is flying high, though. Scottish Ben's in P2.
Oh, wow. So Viper will be starting on pole position. It's the Goal 17 P2. Nicholas Meyer, and let me know if they say anything with the pole time. Nicholas Meyer P3, P4, Killer Croc. 17.6, yeah, it's way off.
It's still a pretty nice lap for T3.
Yeah, pretty nice lap. So I assume that was Isaac as usual. Croc P4, P5 is Runner, P6 is Rafa, P7 Joshy. I actually already went through this in my P8 kit, and then we go to the back. P11 Sway, P12 Joel, P13 Charlie Oka, Menti, Pepe, Justin, and Krusty rounding out the grid on the hard. Pepe's on the softs as well. So a lot of different tires. I think the medium hard is the strategy here.
Yeah, and personally, I just favour the medium tires, and it's more versatile if safety cars and stuff come out. But a lot of people like the hard as a race tire. There's no secret about that. But a lot of the front guys seem to be starting on the medium. Everyone in the first 11 is apart from Rafa, to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. We'll just have to see how this goes. Yeah, we'll just see. Oh, so we'll just have to wait and see when we go. Oh yeah, 5 minutes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it looks like we'll see what tier 3 can do. Let's read the chat. How the fuck is Croc done that? Croc is different. Yeah, the whole tier 1 grid loving what Croc can do. This is a bit like Braun GP. When they're coming in, they're all cheering Croc. Oh yeah, Croc, you can do well, you can do well. And then when Croc cooks them all, they go, oh Croc, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, no one's expected Croc to be such a surprise package in quality. Hopefully he holds it for the race. I hope anyway.
Let's hope. I mean, he did a front row in Brazil in tier 2 and then just had a terrible strategy. Hopefully he has a better strategy here today. I appreciate that, Destructo. Not yet, though. 1-2-7 split by less than 3/10. I know. That Chef, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Haas beating the manufacturer. Yes. Haas beating the manufacturer. I mean, if this was real F1, Ferrari would be on the phone to Haas telling you to move out of the way. So we'll see if Runner does anything like that. Oka saying Crocky's a big fan. Race is wet, by the way. He's lying. Stressed as fuck. I'm chilling back here. So we'll see how this goes. We go at 07. We are almost there. We wait another 15 seconds. Wow. Wow. Shaney in the mud. We do have a formation lap here today, guys, and it should be fun. I will get the stats up as well. I forgot about the notes I make. Recap preseason. I'll recap preseason real quick as we wait. Almost ready to go for the formation lap. It was Sway who took the win in Brazil, and it was Runner who took the win in Zandvoort. Some controversy back and forth and some lag in Brazil, but it was fine in Zandvoort. A lot of crashes. The Sway and Albin, the Alfa Romeos, they just look a bit too clumsy, but I mean, we'll have to see how that goes. Who knows how that'll go. But safety car probability, 67% for today, and the VSC probability is 33%. The pit stop time loss, 19.47 seconds. So, about 20-second pit stop. We'll see if anyone can pull that gap, and we'll see. I don't know if at Tier 1 you'll see anyone, like, really the packs move up like that, back up like that. I don't know. Maybe, like, I know in Tier 2 in Brazil at least, there was the leading pack, and then there was the back of the pack, and it was a big gap. I don't know about 20 seconds, but we see the formation lap now get underway. We look at the tires as I continue to talk about the stats. 271 meter run from pole to Tier 1 to turn 1. So Viper will have everything on his hands to try and hold off the goal 17 into turn 1. It is Nicholas Meyer starting on the softs. Oka and Charlie have been disqualified immediately, Cam.
Yeah, I didn't quite get a capture of what they did, but clearly must have hit somewhere, somehow. And they've had a few incidents before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you remember 22 Brazil in Tier 1 of Season 5, Charlie was crashing into the back of everyone, including Oka. Oka thought he had some good pace that race. He was a rocket ship that race, and I believe he was running something ridiculous, like 8.3 wings in Brazil on 22. Ridiculous. Oka also saying he's chilling back there. Yeah, you are now. Those tires are absolutely chilling back there. Should be
they are stone cold. Beautiful.
Yeah, Charlie's on softs, so he should be fine, but Oka on the hards would be terrible. Nicholas Meyer, Cam, on the softs. Could he get the run into turn 1?
I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, that'll propel him off the line. It's all about having to clear the likes of Gould and Viper, and then not having to drag them along with him. So, I mean, does he think he has a second lap before the DRS window comes open on them? I don't know if it's the smart call, but he's going to try break away, and we'll have to see if he can do it.
Maybe he's hoping for some safety cars, but maybe a soft medium. Who knows? I don't even know if that's possible. We'll have to see. He's
Yeah, I'm not sure on strategy. I think a lot of favouring the medium are hard, though, by the looks of things.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. I will turn off the telemetry so you boys cannot tune in the stream and get some information on ERS on the cars in front. Because I know how you Tier 1 guys be. But we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out in the race. There's Viper. There are the two drivers in the 7th row of the grid. It's the Ferrari, it's the Mercedes. It's silver v red back at the back. But Viper now starting off the racing line, I believe? No. Yes? Where's pole start? On the racing line. There you go. So the goal 17 starting P2. As we now see Viper lining up for his grid. This is a terrible camera angle, so we will ride on board with Nicholas Meyer for the start. Unless they change the camera angle? No, a lot of people disqualified if they missed their grid slots. Charlie on the softs, he's the lowest soft runner. Nicholas Meyer, what can we see from him? As we now wait for the 5 red lights to start going on. We'll see some glitches, but we'll just ignore all of that.
Yeah, I saw that.
5 red lights. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. And we're underway here in Season 7 of URFL. Nicholas Meyer gets a decent start, and I think he's going to get goal on the outside. Viper's gotten away well. Croc is also away well, as now Meyer has to let go of the position. They touch, and they go off the track. Croc's trying to take it around the outside. Croc for P3. He's into P3. Croc's on the podium, and he's challenging for P2.
Does he have a goal?
Croc to the outside. Can he do it? Croc around the outside. He gets the space, but Gould just gets it. And runners up into P4. What a start from him. And Meyer's just gone backwards. And we see no one's really... There's some touching and contact from behind, but no one is too far back. Actually, Joshy has fallen way back. He's P16. Joel as well, P17. And Charlie, P18. I wonder what happened there. Joel with 3-second time penalty as well. Already. Croc, what have you done? Croc with a 3-second time penalty already. As now Runner comes flying past, and so does Nicholas Meyer. Meyer's challenging on Runner. Meyer to the inside. Here on the fast chicane, he can't take it. And he will just back out smartly there. As Runner goes a bit wide, maybe getting a 3-second, maybe getting a warning here. What a start, Cam!
Yeah, a lot of action. I'm not sure my opinion on what happened at turn 1. But yeah, certainly a lot of movement in the positions. A few guys have actually gained 4 or 5 positions and also lost 5 positions, more than one driver.
Shaney goes around the outside. He goes a bit wide, though. He's trying to just force Kitten all the way off. He's not giving too much space. Oh my god, Kitten is keeping it there. Kitten and Shaney do have a history. They are not known to be the nicest drivers on track to each other. As Croc has just gone backwards here in the race pace. Maybe he's just running too much front wing. Too much wing here for qualifying.
As well.
Sway has a go at Kitten. Kitten goes around the outside. Kitten does not get the space as well. A lot of people failing to leave space here in this first race as we see some tire smoke as Sway up into P8. Kitten trying on the outside. Kitten needs to back out there. And now we're speaking of down the inside. Reku Justin trying it on Rafa, who's fallen back on the hard compound tires. Maybe not the best strategy for him, but he will have the pace at the end on those fresher tires. Charlie and Joel boxing. Probably for new front wings.
Most of smash front wings, yeah.
Yeah, but the pack is pretty close here. The only biggest gap is Shaney, 1.3 seconds away from the top 6. And Croc hanging on nicely. Apachek falling away. And here comes Nicholas Meyer to the inside of the Fashion King. Can Meyer do it? They touch, and Meyer's been spun round. Meyer's been spun round. Could that be a pin coming runner's way? As Apachek's gone wide. Apachek into the gravel. Apachek off the track. Croc into P4. Shaney's gotten past as well. Shaney up into P5. Both Alpines doing pretty well for themselves. Kitten passed on Sway. Rafa up into P8 as well. Reku Justin and Senior Pepe fighting it out as Pepe has gotten past on Reku Justin. And Rafa's trying his luck. That's Oka trying his luck as Justin went a bit wide. Wow, so the position's really swapping around. Runners 1 second back as the Gold 17 hanging on to Viper. And Viper looks to be dominating ahead. I mean, Cam, what a start here. I'm definitely enjoying this.
Yeah, almost too much action to see at one time, but a lot of positions gained, a lot of positions lost. A few hits, I'm sure a few drivers won't be happy, but that's how it goes.
I'm interested to see what Oka can do. Oh, it's a bit of a moment. On those hard compound tires, he needs to just start braking those 5 meters later to try and get that advantage on the medium runners. Maybe he can get the pace back at some point. Oka also, maybe a competitive advantage to tell this, but hey, he's a bit, drunk. Tipsy, we'll say. Tipsy. He's doing pretty well for himself, though. P11. As Joshy, and look at the that's actually Senior Pepe trying it. He thought he had a look on Sway. Maybe he had to brake. He was very close behind.
Going out for Q1, Senior Pepe's done amazingly to get up where he is.
I mean, absolutely, I agree. Joel and Charlie at the back, and Nicholas Meyer as well. Only 4 tenths off on Josh and Indy to work together. But the closest battle, Apachek and Shaney. Apachek, I believe, has been let through by Shaney. Apachek obviously has the pace over his Kitten. Yeah, Croc 2 seconds back, though, on this battle, and he'll have to hope that Apachek doesn't catch. If he does, he needs to let Apachek through quickly. Then hope that Shaney does not hang on to the back of Apachek.
He wants to, if Apachek catches up, you use Apachek to try and catch the guys ahead.
As we see, Minty has all in the diffuser of the... Oh, wow. Someone had a huge moment. I believe it was Reku Justin got way loose all the way to the line.
Yeah.
As Hazard's falling
closely
behind. Hazard's going to go for it. No, man. Minty backs out.
Takes more of it. But he actually might get the switch on him here.
Lots of 3 second time penalties coming in as Minty goes to the outside. Cam, look at this. To the outside goes Minty.
Yeah.
I think he's... Oh, he touched the wall!
Oh, he hit the wall a bit. But
how have you done that?
I don't think he has damage. I think he's had to use all the track.
Maybe that was just a glitch, but I don't know how he managed to touch the wall. Oh my god, Justin sliding all over the track. 1 tenth back is Kitten though on Shaney. He's alongside Shaney. He's going to the outside. Shaney and Kitten going alongside again. These two cannot stay away from each other. Ruff is holding back.
And Shane looks like he's going to have another go at him.
Kitten hoping to stay within here on oh
Shaney
my god,
on the
Apachek,
limit. He gets a gorgeous X actually.
I think he's going to get to the outside here. Shaney just has to break a bit early. And Apachek almost in the DRS here of Killer Croc, who's falling well away from these top runners. And that 3 second time penalty is huge already to get for Croc. Maybe he'll get it removed if he got forced off. But 2 tenths back is Viper. Sorry, the Ghoul 17 has gotten past Viper. We missed that.
Oh,
and Viper
the Ghoul pass.
Yeah, so
they both have almost full battery as well.
So I assume it is definitely under DRS. After that fast chicane, and Viper not going to be challenging here. Maybe Viper will go for it as we head into turn 3. Viper to the inside goes Viper for the lead. The relentless driver. I think he just backed out a little bit, maybe for hoping that the goal goes wide, and this is helping.
This isn't done just yet. Viper looks on the outside.
Oh my god!
And he has more speed coming to this one, but I don't think he can make a pass here. Yeah, certainly not.
The reprofile.
But he's definitely got the run through here, and he's thinking about deploying, but I don't think cares too much for the position just as we speak. He has the DRS. He is deploying the battery now.
Croc has gained 2
and this should
Croc has gained a second and a half as we've been talking. Yeah, and Runner also has been using ERS. That's not good from him. Croc has gained a second and a half as we've been talking, but look how much he's losing on the straights. He just lost 4/10 on the straight. But I think he's definitely running a quality setup with high wing.
So
we'll
Runner's going to
see
have a
how
go
it
at the
goes.
goal here, to my knowledge. He
They're
thinks
so
better
close.
of it, but they've lost a lot of time to Runner behind, and he's just
Rafa switches to the
now
inside, the
he's
dummy move on Shady. I thought Rafa was going to do a Vettel at Spain on Bottas, where he just went to the outside, switches to the inside, and tried to get it. Minty's through on Krusty. So back to the front. As you were saying, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Cam. Go ahead.
Yeah, the top two have been battling, and Viper he should be able to hold the lead for here, but obviously it's double detection. But this is all how Runner stay comfortably in there. Runner was having to use a lot of battery to just hold on. Now he looks like he's really within them.
We'll have to see how that goes. Croc is just gaining on every corner, but through the straights, he just isn't. I mean, he's losing a lot of time.
Is
on
it
the
a
straights
setup
and the
thing?
pocket.
Or...
I think.
Oh,
It's
Croc's pinned it! Croc's out!
Safety car, safety car. Croc.
Safety car.
Croc. Safety car, and box to overtake. I wouldn't be surprised. Nicholas Meyer should be into the pits now. Croc, after an amazing qualifying, and you would think running such high wing, you would just have to. Come on, Croc, you're P4. Oh Lord, you know it's bad when he's DNF before Minty. As Viper, will see from the front runners. Will
Do
they
you think
box?
the hard tyre would make it?
I don't think it's the.
I think someone take the punt on the hard tyre for me. If you're a Joel, a Charlie Ark, someone who's had an unfortunate start of the race, you take a punt on something like the hard tyre, or you opt for like a two-stop or something. You'd go different because you're already at the back. You're not going to lose positions by changing the strategy.
I agree. Fully agree there, and we'll have to see. This will be interesting.
Maya has to box for me as well, certainly, on the soft tyre. But I think if you're on the medium, I wouldn't decide. I'd probably take a punt on maybe go hard to try and make that to the end.
Viper is in. The Go 17 follows him. Runner in.
Hesitant, he's in. Apochic stays.
Wow.
I think it's wrong for Apochic.
Cheney's boxing. Rafa
is in. Senor Pepe goes on. Rafa goes on the hard tyre.
Oka obviously has to stay out.
What is in? Yeah, I believe. Yeah, all the guys on the hard tyre. The call is probably absolutely stay out.
Yeah.
Unless you want to come and make it a two-stop for two sets of mediums if you have it, but.
We'll have to see. Nicholas Meyer obviously into the pits. Meyer on the soft compound tires.
The go for the soft. The go for the soft tyre.
So he's definitely two-stopping now. Maybe that was a mistake with the MSB.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Destructo screaming no in the chat, and Croc saying he wants to die. P4, what a job done by Croc, but just a mistake there, and I think the consistency will come in soon, Croc. You'll just have to wait. But the Go 17 should be able to cut his way through and get to Viper and pass him quickly. If he can kind of
can he make a pit stop? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think.
But I wouldn't be glad there's a lot of safety car equally.
I mean, you got Minty on the grid.
He's right behind me.
6 lap
I just received a 3-second penalty under safety car. That is impressive.
We'll have to see how that goes. So Joel and Charlie have not boxed.
But I think, especially if you're Charlie, why not? You're last anywhere.
Maybe they think they can make it to the softs. I mean, they also boxed very early.
Even if he thinks he can make it to the softs, he should just pit for another set of mediums and get 5 lap pressure tyres.
Yeah, exactly. They only did a lap on those medium compound tires, and it was a pretty slow pace, and they let the box with the front wing change.
Yeah, indeed. So I think if you're Charlie or Joel, you try to punt for the hards to the end, or you go and just you want to make the medium soft work, or you want to go a bit later, you just put on a new set of mediums. Or not new, they're used, but not to an extent. They're only 1 or 2 laps. They're definitely less wear. So I think if you're one of them, the logical call is to box, but I think they don't believe the same.
Oh, Oka's in. Oka's called it. He's going in now.
Oka's mid, but the thing is, does that not relegate him to almost last?
That does relegate him to almost last. As Joel.
He's made the call at the wrong point.
Charlie's out. So should both of them stay out? Oka's at the back now on the mediums. So instead of making the call earlier.
And is this Oka for the 2-stop, or does he believe he can get that set going to the end? You wouldn't think so, right?
Laps. 21 laps by the time they cross the safety car. I don't think so. I don't think so when the car comes to the line. Croc says you get a triple warning at corner 4, and not gonna lie, he thinks that made him not concentrate. I mean,
I think he did on the first lap actually, because he got a 3-second penalty on the first lap, which I believe was his first lap race. And I've seen the limits around here are very dodgy. Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. Lots of steward call.
Oka's
Lots of
called,
steward.
but Oka's bottle was his old decision. I think if he had boxes, he should have probably done it last time. Unless he believes that people who are on the hards now are royally screwed.
If that was the case, he should have boxed this lap.
But he was first, right?
Rafa should have boxed. No, he was behind Rafa. And
Okay. So he was up there. So.
He was, yeah. I think he was behind. I think he was ahead of Viper. I don't know actually, but
Yeah, no, he would have been back to box.
yeah.
You think so, anyway?
Rafa on the hards maybe should have boxed this lap, and Oka should have boxed last lap. But the safety car is in this lap. Apachik will be leading the safety car restart, so we'll have to see how this goes. The safety car taking a nice line through there. The safety car looking nice as we head through to sector 3. The safety car looking beautifully hooked up there. It's Apachik now. Can he lead this restart? And what kind of... When will
It's going to be about on the restart as well. I think the main what to look out for is how fast the goal on this soft tyre can cut his way through the field, if he can cut his way through the field. He needs to pass Viper and get a gap to Viper. His main fight is with Viper and then run it behind.
Oh my god. Rafa almost died. I'm trying to light up the rear tires, almost died there as the safety car not entered the pit lane yet. He's doing a 70 km/h restart is Apachik. Safety car now in the pit lane. When will he go? He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone for
He has gone. And Rafa has actually done pretty well to stay within. And he has
Yeah,
a
Rafa
moment
hasn't
there's
lost much
Apachik
there
in
at
the
all.
end. So let's turn off telemetry again. Viper not too close behind. The Goal 17 going for it.
Go
to the
straight
inside.
away is looking for it.
Oh, he tried. Minty is
And you
no
think Gould
lot
gets it
better.
here with how much more grip he has on that soft compound
Oh,
tyre.
absolutely. Look at that.
Yeah,
To the outside
easily.
as Apachik
Massive
down to
massive
P2.
grip.
And
Rafa
so
makes
Rafa's
the
made the
pass.
move for the lead. And Pepe's trying for it on Viper. Viper's tires don't look to be warming up fully. And the Goal 17 now only has Viper, so only has Pepe. Oh my god, the Viper tried it. Viper tried
Pepe
it.
takes
has
grasp.
and the Goal's
Through
now
goes the
behind
goal.
Viper. This is crucial.
Directly behind. Now this is purely just strategy based.
These are critical race laps for this Grand Prix. Viper now gaining. He's gaining. Krusty's retired. That could be a safety car. It is.
Oh, it is. It is.
I don't know what's happened, but obviously chaos. So Pepe and the Ghoul switch
I feel like this
positions.
doesn't help the goal.
Oh, it definitely doesn't. Actually, to be fair, no, it doesn't because now Viper. Okay, Pepe has been let back through, but Pepe needs to let the Goal 17 back through.
I thought the goal had the position.
Gould definitely had the position, but Pepe needs to let him through.
But I don't think
Chef
the game
needs
is
to get-
stripped otherwise.
So Chef needs to get on the radio and tell Pepe to let him through before the safety car is over. Yes.
Yeah, he
does.
went off the track.
Beautiful from Pepe. Thank you.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, good sportsmanship and avoiding himself a penalty. And P5 for Pepe. I mean, after getting out in Q1, he stayed out. I think
But
maybe a
what does the
boxing
goal
here.
do here? What does everyone do here? Is that Rafa in the
in.
pits? Goal stays
Pepe's
out.
in. Yeah, so all of these
If
guys are in.
Viper
So the Goal
stays out.
17 now right behind on Viper, so he should be able to get
Hard
past
tyre, I
immediately.
believe, definitely goes to the end now. Surely.
But Minty, Joel,
Joel
what?
retires.
In
Did
the
he
pits.
give up?
No, I think he crashed in the pit lane.
He crashed at the final. Oh, Joel.
Wow, Joel, no. So again, Joel, not even a good qualifying this time, and still DNFs in the race. Eee. So we'll have to see how that goes. Apachik on the hards, Pepe on the hards, Kitten for new mediums, Rafa for new mediums.
Has
Oka
Minty still out the whole time? He hasn't been a stop.
Minty, yeah, he's got the
Yeah, he
hards.
has. This is. If I wouldn't
Shaney.
have those another safety to come.
Oh. Wait just a minute. Shaney on 3-lap-old hards, net P2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it'll last. Josh used 5/10 back on Sway. Sway's on the medium, so Sway. We'll see what Sway can do against Runner. Runner seemed to have a good pace to hang on to Ghoul and Viper. Viper seemed like they're a cut above. We'll just have
Yeah,
to wait and
Gould
see that, don't we?
needs to pass him fast, but then now as long as the longer the safety car stays out, the less time the goal has to get a gap on the softs, pay for new tyres, and then break the gap again. So this,
So
as long as it
under
stays out, the less it favours goal.
Yeah, exactly. Under safety car, we do have some things to talk about as the safety car pushing through there. Aston Martin, obviously the signings are in. They came in very late. Kitten loves to do it late. I think he said he didn't have enough time to get in the grass there through the chicane. But that's a beautiful camera angle as well as we head through the chicane. The team doesn't look as good as it normally does, Cam. I don't know about you.
Is that because you're not on it?
Well, look, very humbly, I'm not saying this because I'm not on it or whatever. But tier 3,
Course you're
Sly
not.
DJ. Sly DJ last season, you have first-hand
No,
experience.
but I
he's
think
not
still
exactly.
I think he can be up there. No, that's why I disagree. I think he can really be up there. I
He's
just
in-
think
he's
in,
in Isaac's pocket.
in Mexico he stayed completely with me.
But he's in
Until
Isaac's
before I disconnected. Potentially. We'll have to see, but I think he can certainly score good points every week.
But
I think that's a good pick-up.
the number two driver is Ghost. You think Sly can win a championship, win the constructors by himself?
I don't think he can win the championship, but I'm saying he can certainly get good points for the combined.
Yeah, so I agree. I think, but I just don't.
think he's a
Normally,
top 5
Aston
driver.
goes top. Aston goes top drivers for every tier. And in tier 2, they've gone Mido, who's struggling on medium traction controls. Kitten boxes again. He goes back
But
to
if
the hard
Mido can learn it,
If
Mido
Mido
can learn
he
then
definitely. I agree,
medium
but that's a
traction.
big gamble to take, especially for 29.7 million. That's a big gamble to take.
The most expensive tier 2, correct?
Yeah, I think
Which
so.
formerly used to be myself before the time multipliers were fixed.
Thank God. Joel says that servers are a joke. His screen froze for 5 seconds.
Oh, bless him.
Wow. Jesus. EA. Cody's. But, anyways, is Milo's teammate, Tundra, I play F1, not too bad of a driver, but
I think you
That's not
versed him last season, but I think.
I raced him
But
once.
what I saw, I think
wasn't
he can
bad.
really good there.
I think he can be up there on his day, but I haven't seen enough to say, oh, that's
I
a
think
good
he's better
driver.
than me anyway. I mean, but so's Mustard. But
We'll have to see. You're very consistent, though, so I think it should be fine. And
yeah,
we'll just have to wait and
I
see.
do. Okay, but yeah, I think he's definitely a decent driver. I mean, so you're not happy with the lineup in general, or where's your criticisms?
So my criticisms are, this is Aston Martin. This is the combined. I mean, obviously their tier one lineup is great. Nicholas Meyer and former Kitten, but normally they go top every tier. They somehow manage to go top, and they always go over budget. Kitten hasn't gone over budget, and he's not going over the top. Like, normally you would see him go after. I think I tried to go after Isaac, but I don't think he got him. As Viper, we wait for this.
Yeah,
But
because
I
Isaac's
just-
friends with me, so that's why he stayed.
Exactly. Fair, but I still think
No,
like, he
that's
could
the
have
actual
gone
reason.
for. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. But like guys like LNFFC, as Shaney, as we've restarted, we'll talk about this later. Shaney trying to go for it in the turn one. Minty holding on nicely. He needs to clear Minty very quickly.
Shaney, I think it's going
gaining
to
to the
clear.
outside.
Look how slow all the tyre is. 11 laps.
He's
6
already
laps younger
1.3
for
seconds
Shaney.
back. The goal 17
Shaney,
trying
I
to the
think,
outside.
suspended dive.
Can go get
Goal
it. Round
17.
the outside. What a move! The goal's got the
It's not
inside
done
now.
just
People
yet.
just forcing Viper wide. I
Viper
don't
has
know
the
how they're going.
inside.
Oh my God!
Wow.
He went round the outside. What a move! Oh my God!
And the goal needs
Oh
to
my-
break away now.
Oh, can he ever? D-Rod
He's
won't be
trying
ready for
to.
this
He's
lap.
using.
And Shaney,
Shaney-
right behind him.
Shaney's
Minty.
marauding.
There goes Runner.
He's
Runner.
runner-
There goes
runner
three
went
wide
slow.
of the chicane. Oh no!
Shaney's through.
Oh no! They're
Runner's
going,
through.
but they're going alongside. Oh,
Whoa.
Shaney gave him
Beautiful
a
car
right.
placement from Shaney though. Just about there. Runner wants to go Shaney straight away though.
Minty needs to let
Runner's
Sway
going to
through.
get Shaney straight away tonight, but Shaney holds the inside line. It's important positional play from Shaney. Wow, how
Did
they're
not
not
touch.
touched.
Oh, helicopter shot,
Wow.
beautiful.
Just about
Oh
enough
my
space given.
God. If we get another safety car, we will check in on tier 3 to update you guys on that and how that's going. But right now, this is some amazing racing action. And the Goal 17's only pulled a 10th since we last checked in. Viper surely will be using to stay within the DRS here. DRS not enabled
using
until
much.
next lap. And the goal definitely using here as we head through.
Yeah,
With Runner
no stick with the
1.6
goal
seconds
season.
back. Sway also right behind on Shaney. Can Sway get the move? Shaney has a moment. Sway to the outside. Can Sway get alongside? And
Driver
maybe as Runner
Shaney tried to sign
toes-
actually.
What?
Little fun fact for you.
Okay. Sway around the outside of
Shaney been
Shaney.
passed by a driver he attempted to sign.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. So I mean,
Don't ask
he's
why
on
I know
Logic.
everything.
No,
Yeah,
he's on
you got it
Logic.
back there.
Minty is falling back. Minty has spun. Well, that's just a usual sight. 8 tenths back though is Viper on the Goal 17. Runner 1.8 back. He's just losing touch. Sway has gotten through, and Sway now will try and challenge here. Sway should be able to get up to Viper very quickly, and maybe Runner can use Sway to catch up to Viper. As Nicholas Meyer has gotten past on Shaney as well. Shaney is going backwards now, but I mean, you have to expect that from a driver who you don't really think is going to be up at the front. As speaking of a driver who should be at the front, Oka right behind on Charlie. Very old tires are Charlie's. Oka late on the brakes. Charlie gives it a right old
That's
squeeze.
that 5
I'm telling you,
meters from Orca, Rafa's tyre.
5 meters of space, and I think that's only really needed. As Oka maybe gonna try something. No,
he's
Justin's very
setting
close.
up for the
Rafa to
straight
the
here.
inside. Wow, Rafa maybe
Wow.
tapped the pass. I don't actually know. DRS has been enabled, and now Runner's
Orca
2.1
should
seconds
get
back.
Charlie.
Oka should actually.
Runner seems to be losing time for the two guys, correct?
Yeah. I agree. I would have to
With
agree. As
Sway
Rafa now
getting
going to try and get
behind.
past. As Oka's got a 3-second time penalty, that's huge. And now Rafa's going to try and get past on Charlie. The closest battle we have in the field now is Rafa. And this battle, this train, as Justin goes a bit wide, this will allow Apachik to get to the inside. Apachik round the outside. Now the next corner, does he get the space? He does.
Well held
And
line from Apachik. Good racing from Justin.
And Justin leading the space like he needs to. He gets a bit of a moment. He gets touched.
It's a bit of a Cortina effect behind.
Pepe, and he breaks so much. I think Justin has damage. He has to. What is this? Anyways, 1/10 back is Meyer on Sway. Meyer going for it to the inside.
Passes.
Wow. Meyer's been passed by Meyer. What? Meyer's been through on Sway. The flying check flying backwards now as Shaney maybe going to try and get past here as well. Viper, crucially, 7/10 back on the Ghoul 17. That strategy from the Ghoul has really backfired on him.
Well, because he's going to have DRS.
Yeah, that strategy really backfired.
Certainly not playing into the Ghoul's hand.
So Kitman's gotten past on Pepe and Rafa's gotten past on Charlie. Maybe Oka can let Rafa through and be able to use that pace. They need to get out of the DRS though of Charlie first. You see the beautiful helicopter shot. 2/10 back is Viper. Viper's gaining. Viper is here and he is ready to play. Can Viper maybe get through into turn 3? He's gaining. He's gaining. He's not going to go for anything. Runner 2.3 seconds back is just chilling.
But behind Nicholas Meyer is actually like 2/10 a lot faster than Viper right now.
Does Sway have damage?
Because
he's 1.5 seconds back. The medium's falling off. Joshy's right behind. Joshy's gotten past on Shaney. Charlie now fighting with Apachik. Apachik, they do not touch. Apachik goes around the outside again, I believe that is. Or sorry, the Ghoul went around the outside of Apachik earlier. Is Rafa 5 times back and pulling away from Apachik.
By Viper here.
Yellow flags. It's Minty again.
Viper does pass.
So, right, Viper for the lead. Joshy for P5 and Rafa for P8. Team orders maybe from Mercedes. Now is Runner falling behind. Runner's really falling behind. 1.9 actually is not too bad. Shaney.
He's gonna have Meyer over. Meyer looks to be the fastest man out there at the moment.
Meyer seems to be using a lot of battery though.
Yeah, but Bird doesn't have much either.
Yeah. The Ghoul 17 now. He's on a 2-stop. He'll be hoping for another safety car, maybe a VSC, to try and box, put on a set of mediums, wait another set of softs, and go again. He's lost touch. 9/10 has his retired.
Minty's out.
But he's done it by the in-game menu, so we'll see if anyone. Oh! Kitten and Charlie, and there's contact. Actually, he goes through. Justin goes through. Kitten and Charlie, they hooked wheels, and it looked like Justin went and hit Charlie, but on Justin's screen he actually ghosted through, and Kitten lets Charlie back through, gets in the curb a little bit, and we'll see what they can do here with this battle. It'll be very close. Kitten maybe gonna go for it. No, it is Sway right behind, and a Shaney right behind on Sway. Sway's falling back like crazy. And Rafa's in the DRS of these guys, so he's got his teammate and carried him along. Now, as Chef's tier 3 so far is Explorer leading from Ewan and Bagels. What?
Isaac and Zealous, they would. When I checked in, I believe lap 2, they had
P4.
The Mercedes fellows they got away nicely. The Mercedes, it was a 1-2 actually for Mercedes. I believe through the second sector, just the first lap, they had a nice gap. Yeah, it must have been instant. Hopefully they didn't tag each other. That would be brutal, but.
Oh yeah, for sure. But Nicholas Meyer right behind still, and Senior Pepe and Reku Justin now fighting Justin. Easy DRS pass here. Shaney back on.
Seems to be all over the bar. Yeah.
He's pushing Sway along. Maybe the tires have just gone off. You can see Sway's car just unsettled.
Yeah,
so many movements.
Seems to have a visible pace advantage here. He should make the move easily in SM1. I say easily. Sway's going to hang it around. Shane thinks better of it. Sensible racing. He's going to set it up for the next corner. This should be an easy pass to Shane, even though Sway also has DRS. But holds his inside line nicely. Therefore, Shane the long way around. Shane twists the bar with enough space.
What a move by Shaney, who gets a bit of a moment, and Sway will get right back through. That is Rafa.
And Rafa
that is Oka to the inside. Oh, Oka's been spun. That's Rafa. Sorry, Rafa's been spun. That's a BSC. BSC. So
the Ghoul, you box now.
So Ghoul needs to hope that this stays out long enough where he can box for mediums. If you're Viper,
I'm not sure what happened in all that. I just switched the wrap.
If I'm Viper, I'm boxing too.
No, I don't think so. I think if Viper, you hold it. I think Viper has enough pace. 12 laps. He's 2 seconds ahead of Runner, who has but everyone else behind him has the same tyre difference, so he shouldn't be in threat from anyone else behind. And then Ghoul has to make off a full another pit stop.
I mean, fair. It's just a tough call. Boxing from the leader of the Grand Prix is such a tough call. You're giving up a lot of track
I
position.
think if
but
I'm
Gould
Viper, I
has to.
hope this, but
The arrest has been enabled. Oh
oh,
my
it's
God, Gould
not.
has not.
It's
Wow.
green flag.
No Gould box. No, he won't. He'll stay out. He would have hoped
Certainly
to
would
be
have been
able
thinking
to.
about it.
Yeah. But Runner's gained, by the way, second with that BSC. He's almost in the DRS of these two. And Gould's gaining here in the tournament with the DRS, but that's not going to do anything. Someone's in the pits. That's Shaney into the pits. Rafa as well will have to go in. No, Rafa stayed out. So we'll see. Maybe Rafa and maybe that was on Shaney for just not leaving enough space. As Pepe backs out into turn one. Gould was close. Pepe was a 3-second time, but I mean, the closest battle is Pepe to Justin. He doesn't have DRS though, and he backs out into turn 3 with Kitten right behind on Rafa. Pepe's left the session, so we'll hopefully get him an invite back in. Shoot him an invite. Back.
Who what?
So Pepe did, and Viper now. Gould's right on his tail.
Brian is still over goals. That's the box at the time.
Runner also almost within the DRS. Runner's within 9/10. Can he stay within for this final part of the lap? Here, maybe Gould trying to take Runner and bring him into Viper, because if Runner and Viper start battling, that'll help Gould out when he needs the box. That's actually smart from the Gould.
But
If that is
if the Gould boxes now, he goes down to almost like what, 13th maybe?
13th, yeah. He needs to help
Yeah.
the safety car.
So I really
Runner
don't
now
think
has
it's
DRS.
working as well.
I think the Gould just... I don't know if Gould tried to give Runner DRS by backing off a bit.
No, I don't feel
Yeah.
like he did. I don't
think he did. I think that would
I
have
don't
been smart,
see
though.
the game. I think it's
Well,
hard to
think
say,
about
but I think you just gotta focus on your own race, right? I don't know if the Gould's thinking that way.
And maybe you're doing too much if you do that, but maybe my thought process would be if Runner and Viper fight, that loses them time, and when Gould has to box, it's less time for him to gain. Maybe that's his thought process. Or you're probably right, he should be just focusing on his race, and the tires have gone off. And Runner's now closer to Gould than Gould is to Viper.
Yeah, but I mean, Gould on 12 lap all stuff, they must be almost dead. And you will expect to see him in the next few laps. Maybe he's just looking it out and see if he can hold DRS until potential safety car or such.
So we'll see. Is Meyer also right
Gould's
behind
gonna have a go here. I think's better of it as well.
very close. Gould's not
He
using
may
too
get
much
the run at the next one.
as Oka has gotten past on Sway the flying check. So again, Sway, for being a flying check, he is flying backwards for this entire stint on these mediums. As the Gould 17 is still right behind. This is a battle. The top four so close, all separated by less than a second. Wow.
These guys are literally separated by nothing.
I mean, the Gould 17 also falling.
Runner
there.
is
Nicholas
burning,
Meyer.
but this is more in defense of Meyer than attack of Gould.
So Meyer needs to just sit back, I think, and just hold position and hope for one of them to make a mistake and then attack late on. But Meyer, my championship prediction, I don't know who yours was. I know I predicted Meyer. I don't know who you predicted.
I say Gould.
Gould, okay. So Gould looking pretty nicely right now as a track position, but he needs the box.
Yeah.
He's going to hope. They pulled a 5-second gap on Joshy. Right
But he's
now,
my TP, so I say otherwise I'm dead.
Good point. So right now, I believe the Gould with 17 would come out P13, maybe even P12, maybe even P12 if he gets out of Senior Pepe's AI. So it'll be very interesting. I'll be interested to see what he does and when he actually boxes, because there is no possible way those tires can make it to the end. You think he's thinking about it?
He could think about it, but isn't that like 20 laps on soft? I don't think he can bother thinking about it. Legally, if he was going to box him, wouldn't you use battery, because then it recharges the pit anyway?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
He's not using much. He's got 92%
He's not
compared to
using
one who's got 19.
And Charlie's dropping back on Rafa. Charlie's been on those tires for a long time. The project is a few seconds.
If it was on mediums, I'd maybe question holding it to the end, but I don't think the soft can. No chance for me.
I mean,
he's not really using.
They're hanging. He's not using it. He's also hanging on beautifully.
Yeah, but he's holding on to Viper. It looks like it's actually running that's pushing to stay with him.
I mean,
Now
I wouldn't
he's
be surprised if he stays.
Only a little
behind.
bit, but I don't
He's
know.
trying
Yeah,
to
I
get out
think
of
he
the
just wants to
slipstream.
sit back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got.
I don't
Oh, Nicholas
think he
Meyer to the
wants
inside.
Oh.
Meyer's gonna dive down the inside. Meyer's got the move to the outside. His runner holds onto the
These
inside.
guys tangled earlier on in the race.
Onside.
And
Runner
they
gets a
touch
moment.
again,
Meyer
but-
into the podium places. Cam, what a move. That's bold.
Yeah.
That's brave. That's brilliant.
But you've got. Oh, Maya's a big moment on the exit though. But yeah, you've got to be ballsy. You want to make moves at the top.
What a move there. DRS flies open. I think the Goal 17 doesn't want to make a move. He's closed the DRS. I think he wants to see how long he can kick these tires.
Now he's closed the DRS. That shows he's clearly not trying for the move.
He's also getting out of the slipstream.
Because he could have 100% made the pass by now if he wanted.
Oh, absolutely. His kitten's gotten past on justice.
But there's only 7 or so laps left, so like, surely, I think he might try longer.
Rafa's dove down the inside of the chicane. Rafa just dove down the inside at the fast chicane. I can't believe what I've just seen. Rafa what a move by Rafa. I saw that from the way
full battery.
But yeah, as you said.
Now he burns, but this is more to stay with Viper rather than attack Viper. He's probably going to let go of his DRS now.
Sway's boxing. So Sway on the mediums has to box. What is Goal
I think he wasn't a fan of that medium stand, I could tell. Yeah, the pace seems to be going. He was getting past 3 times, but the goal here though, if he boxes, he comes out. Where do you think he can really get back to though if he was to box? I think he's just thinking, what has he got to lose on this stint right now?
P8, because Kitten's 8 seconds back on the pot check. I think he gets the P8.
Does he seem to be dropping back, or is he just because he's harvested so much battery he can stay with?
So can you check Viper's pace? Because Viper's leading the pack, so they're all doing the same pace. Can you check Viper's pace for me and compare it to, like, say, because Joshy's holding up, but can you compare it to, like, a Kitten and Oka? Because they're on, yeah. I want to know if because if they're gaining, pulling away, Goal can box very late on and still get positions. So if Viper, if this pack is doing a second quicker than Kitten, then...
Oh, but I think the Goal may get past. He's going to have to use a lot. He might have Goal to attack to defend.
Yeah, Meyer's very aggressive. So Meyer, looks like we're seeing the Dutch driver.
I'm liking this a
Max
lot
Verstappen.
Yeah, I'm liking
it. Insanity did the same thing in Spain in this preseason for his final season of here in URFL. He was very aggressive, going for some amazing moves and jaw-dropping moves, I must say. As Meyer doesn't have the ERS that Goal has, Goal's gonna have to stay with him on Meyer. But do we have an update on his lap times?
He Viper did a 22.2. Joshy, for example, did a 21.9.
Wait, what did Viper do?
Viper did a 22.2. Joshy did a 22.9.
Wow.
Kitten did a 22.7. So the front group are going faster than Kitten, but they went slower than Joshy last lap.
So Charlie's box. So I think right now he would come out around P10. Maybe even. Well, let's look at the gap to the leader. We have that. It's a 19-second pit stop. They're looking. So Rafa is only 2 seconds clear of.
Goal has to try hold at the end now. Because if he was going to box, it would have been more optimal to come in 3 or 4 laps ago.
So. Yeah, he would optimize at P8.
But how many tires? He's going to have about 20 lap-old tires on soft. It's ridiculous. But he's trying to nurse the tires home. And I'm really surprised he hasn't been passed. He hasn't used all of his battery now, though, because he clearly just doesn't have enough juice in the tire on the exit.
I mean, he right now, he would actually, Rafa and Kitten are fighting. So
yeah, no, they've been battling out.
But he might be able to get Oka if he boxes, but I don't... You want P7 or you want to win? The only thing he'd get to was P5.
I don't think Goal's fighting for the win here, though. I think he's trying to fight for P2.
Yeah.
But he doesn't look like he wants to move at all on Viper. And he's burning a lot now to stay with.
I mean, at some point he's going to run out of URS.
Yeah.
And at some point the tires are going to go.
Before he could have just stayed with. Now he's having to use all ERS to stay behind these 4. At least 2 behind him even.
3-second time penalties will be huge for Goal here, because on the old tires, how are you going to have the grip to stay on the track? When you're trying to push like crazy to stay within Viper.
Just for context, if Goal would have hit, he would have been going over 2 seconds a lot faster now. Because Sway is just on the fastest lap of 119, the front group are doing 122. Oh, he would have gone even 3 seconds faster than what they're doing right now.
Okay, so he might have been able to catch this pack. What's the gap? 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So let's say he boxed 3 laps ago. 3 seconds to the lap.
But I don't think he would have consistently had that pace diff.
I mean, it would have been close. 18. He could have made it up in 6 laps, but even then, he would have had 10 laps to do it.
Every lap, Goal is running out of ERS. He's going a lot lower.
As runners made the move on Nicholas Meyer as well, so we'll have to see how that goes. But Josh is also dropping back.
Goal may get dropped from DRS. I think he just gets it.
Oh, no.
I have no clue.
Actually, no, he went deep to get it.
He's boxing.
Wow. So where will the Goal 17 come out?
Going to work anymore.
It just can't. And runner, does he have DRS? He doesn't. He's 1.4 back. He has DRS on the
soft
full.
tire, truly, but if he was going to make that call, he driven it a few laps ago. Because
He's
now,
fighting
with
DRS
even look, he can't hit a
Viper's got
sway.
this. Viper's got this in the bag. Where's the Goal 17? He will come out. He needs to come out ahead of this pack. Will he? Kitten. It'll be a race out of the pits. The Goal 17 is out ahead in P7. Now he needs to push.
But the thing is,
to
he's
the
only a
limit.
few times ahead of Sway, who boxed a few laps ago, who was significantly behind Goal. So,
I think he.
I definitely don't think this is the smart tactic. And his next fight ahead of him is Oka with 10 seconds ahead of him.
So I think the max he can max out is Joshi in P4.
I think Goal could probably get 5th, based on the fact that the two guys ahead of him do have time penalties.
Yeah, fair. But Viper also, a lot of DRS he's not using, and Runner has to get in the DRS. He doesn't have it.
And Runner
Meyer
had a very minimal battery, whereas Viper's cruising.
Meyer needs to hold back and let Runner get back in the DRS. They cannot fight. If they fight, they lose the chance at the win.
But I think they might have already lost the chance to win, to be brutally honest.
I think Viper's got enough ERS to pull away.
Viper has 70% more ERS than Runner. I think Meyer's thinking about this basically just trying to beat Runner for P2 now.
Yeah, but you can do that on the final lap. You don't have to do it while you still have a chance at getting the DRS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Runner's
And
absolutely
Runner's-
burning now.
Yeah, he has to. If he wants any chance of being within for the win.
So these guys are all on the same tires. Apachik has gotten past on Joshi on the main straight. Will Joshi, who is on 3-lap older tires, able to do anything with Oka on the mediums behind? I think that's Apachik up into P4. And can he pull away now? 6.5 seconds off the leading pack. Runner 1 second back. He's just hovering at that gap, and he's just not gaining because Viper now. Will Viper use? Yes, he will on the exits.
Yeah, he's going to try to
bit.
keep the 1 second, right? You don't want to put it in
wants to-
jeopardy.
So maybe he wants to just hover at 1 second just to give Runner that hope that maybe, and so if Runner keeps pushing
And Meyer's
his
go
tires
for
hard,
it.
you're right, Meyer has
Go
gone
for
for it. Wow. So straight away, now they're
But
swapping
letting
positions.
through helps him get Viper's DRS, so Meyer has DRS from Viper now.
Wow, that's huge. And Runner does not have DRS. Maybe
And
he
neither of
turned it
them
off.
have ERS. No, they both had DRS. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Runner turned it off then. Meyer with a huge moment. Can Meyer stay within the DRS? The DRS detection point coming up soon. He'll have to break late to get it. Does he get it? I don't know. It's close. It's very close. It is very close. The Goal 17, 7.3 back, by the way, on Oka. I don't think he'll get him. Meyer without
made
DRS.
inroads.
Viper isn't using either. And Runner's very close. I think Runner has to let back through now. Maybe. Meyer goes a bit wide. This will give Runner all he needs. Meyer needs to let him through. Yeah. And so, this battle, they need to just keep holding on and DRS training. Shake and bake, as Ricky Bobby called it.
And the goal is going
So-
1.9 seconds a lap faster than the front guys. But which
only
obviously isn't going to be
one.
enough. Yeah, Swear has it, who's just behind him, who's also put on new tires, who's just holding on to Goal's DRS.
So Goal 17, just
I think he's still looking at maybe 5th.
maybe. Does Runner have DRS here? No, but he's gaining.
He
and
should
Meyer's
have it for the
gaining as
next
well.
one.
He absolutely should. Meyer's gonna hold back.
Yeah, he has to. Then he probably gets a better launch on this one. Not necessarily.
Runner doesn't have the DRS. Wow. DRS detection
If you're
point
if you're
is-
one of Meyer or Runner, do you give up trying to let
It's
go of your
double
DRS?
DRS.
Give it working together,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
just go for it now.
I think 2 laps to go. I think even if you do get in DRS with Viper, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, Viper has
At some-
visibly so
at
much
some-
more battery. I think Meyer
at
looks to be
some-
saving battery for a last lap attempt.
He's lifting and coasting, yeah. Just a little bit. So we'll have to see how this goes for these final couple laps. Do not go away, folks. We are still in for a battle for P2, but Viper looks to be controlling from the front. I said he would DNF. He hasn't. He has been dominant from the front of the field. Controlling. He looked in control the entire Grand Prix. Even when Gould was on his ass, even when Gould was in front of him, he's looked in control. As Apachik now holding off on Joshi with the Goal 17 closing fast. 3 seconds behind on Oka. I think he can get within the penalty window, but Joshi should be able to get P4 here. We will see. He was the Goal 17 definitely in scenario 7. Runner crucially 1.9 behind. Viper has burned. Viper's
Viper's
burned.
checked out.
It is over. Yeah. So now Meyer will be Viper, look at Myers, look what Myers been able to do on the ERS, and I think this will be Myers' position.
Wow, he's got a lot
I
of
don't know how he's
PRS
done
on
that.
runner. This is how with somebody, he's lifting a lot of these fans.
Joshi has gotten passed on a Patrick as well. So Joshi now. Look at there maybe DRS running each other, but Oka definitely in trouble from Gold 17 behind. He's very close. I don't think we'll get them as we should go. Start the final lap now. Viper burning, trying to go for fastest lap. He's not going to get it. But Viper, wow. Runner. What will we see from Meyer? Cam, look at him. Look at him, he's gaining!
Doesn't use the battery here, but does he send out this one?
Oh, he absolutely. Oh, he has a moment. No, I think he waits.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do it later on in the lap.
He can use some ERS to close up a bit though. And so, can Meyer get it, or will Runner, the reigning champion, hold on for P2? Here, the goal 17 closing. He's gained a second on Oka. Can he gain another? Can he gain another?
But he doesn't need another equally for the.
Well, I mean,
to gain position.
Does he think he can get Joshi? I don't think he can.
No, Joshi's another 3 seconds of growth.
This is a beautiful.
And Patrick gets another 3 seconds.
Wow. So Myers gaining. Meyer to the outside here.
Round the outside.
And Meyer, easy move. It's
Runner's
double DRS
no
as well.
ERS.
It's double DRS. There's not even a detection point, so Runner will not have the DRS. Meyer goes purple sector 2, and the DRS flies over
has
for Meyer.
no battery
it's
left
over.
to offer.
Runner has been passed. It is he's gone! Oh, he had a moment. Oh, he looked. I think he's going for the final corner. Runner gaining. Can Runner send it in the the penultimate corner? I think he will. Runner to the inside. No! Wow, I thought he would. Maybe he wants the DRS.
Yeah,
I don't think he has the grip. He doesn't have the ERS either. He
has a bit more battery.
But Viper will cross the line and win here in Australia. Meyer takes P2, Runner P3. What a drive from Viper. P4 goes to Joshi. Oh, and P5 for the project. It'll be P6, P5 for Ghoul, and P6 for the project. And as you said, Oka did go off. P7 for Sway, P8. And when he crosses the line, it'll be Kitten P8. Sway P7, Kitten P8, Oka P9, and Mercedes on the 5th row. P9, P10, Charlie P11. The Ferrari driver doesn't even get points. Reku Justin P12, he was not in the race. That will be a DSQ. Senior Pepe not in the race. He will be a DSQ. Shane will get to P12 after the DSQs. Wow, what a race. And we will get these drivers in. Nicholas Meyer. We'll get the top 5 in. How about that? Viper, Meyer, Runner, Joshi, and the Ghoul. Tier 1, 23. Top 5 for interviews. Oh wow, what a race, Cam. What a race.
Yeah, indeed. That had a bit of everything.
Alright, we'll just go through and get the results with a screenshot as well, just in case. And we'll get the race director. Okay, so Meyer will send me his Xbox. Can you invite the top 5 in, and I will get Meyer?
I don't have Viper, but I can certainly invite Runner and Joshi and go.
Oh, so apparently Ghoul hit Oka. Apparently Ghoul was the reason Oka went off. Wow, that's huge. So Oka's lost out because of that. So Nicholas Meyer is going to send me his thing soon. Isak was 5/10 clear from pole. By the way, apparently. Wow. What a Grand Prix. What a Grand Prix. So, we have... Where...
Oh. Well, at least it's close. Yeah,
what a first race of the season. That was amazing. The Goal 17 is here, so we can start the interviews whenever the goal is ready. And we'll get Nicholas Meyer in a bit. So the goal. Make sure you get your party audio in.
Yeah.
So, just to ask, how you feeling?
Yeah.
And
would have won that race.
Walk us through quali in the race.
Qualifying Q1, Q2 were very underwhelming. Q2 was frightening, can't lie. Croc is just cracked at this game now, apparently. Q3 I lost like 10th and a half on my last lap. Could have done a 6. Race, I bottled strategy. Still kept within DRS for Viper. Was waiting for that safety car that never came. And yeah, called OK. Because I'm an idiot.
So maybe a penalty coming your way. So why did you went for the
100%.
softs? Why?
I thought it was too early for hards, and then non-orthodox safety car came out, and I was like, surely there's going to be another safety car, and didn't come. So I just stayed out as long as I could, and then rears were on 75% on that last lap. I was sliding all over the place, so I just pit again.
Fair, fair. Cam, any questions for the goal 17? Your
Yeah,
prediction.
we saw Sway go in for the next set of softs who did a similar strategy to you a few laps prior. Do you believe is trying to hold on to the front group rather than what do you call it, just boxing for the more optimum strategy from where you were? Did that hold you back from any potential positions at the end, or do you think fifth was the most you could have maximized after the strategy? I wasn't worried about Sway, to be honest. Yeah, P5 maximum.
I mean, yeah, fair. Do you think if you went on the hards, you would have won that race?
Yeah, I mean, I could have probably played with Viper on the last lap and then got him on the straight
Yeah,
with the
I mean,
DRS.
it's a fair assessment, and I just have to wait and see for this season. Next race up is, in fact, I believe Imola, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, it's Imola. So we'll see what you can do there. Are you confident at Imola?
Um, Fit track for racing, so if I don't get taken out, that would be a good start.
There you go. Cam, any other questions?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, well, cool. Hopefully the championship can go better for you than this race, but I think still P5 is not too bad. And yeah, congrats, and we look forward to seeing you later in the season.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get 30 seconds penalties and a quali ban. That'd be nice. Not ideal.
We'll have to wait and see.
Nah, jokes.
Next, so yeah, moving on to the next lowest driver is Oka. Oka, how you doing?
Good.
It's P9 as well. Oka, your audio included.
Yeah.
So just walk us through quali and the race.
Well, qualifying was absolutely shocking. That was not nice to be a part of. Shout out to Croc though, well done. But yeah, I couldn't. I don't know what it was. Well, I mean, I do have one excuse actually. The sun was beaming way too hard on turn one, so I
Just
couldn't
turn your
see a damn
brightness
thing.
down. That's not an
Nah,
excuse.
that is a valid excuse. I couldn't see the black tarmac. There's like a black strip of tarmac on the left. I couldn't see it at all. It was just all green. So there was that. But yeah, getting knocked out of K2 wasn't fun. The race, I disqualified Charlie because on the formation lap because I'm a complete idiot and I can only apologize.
He was going mental. Mental.
Yeah, and literally straight after turn one, I think it was Joel and Charlie tangle. I know they're best mates, but yeah, they tangled again in turn one. I was on the hards, safety car lap 9, something like that. And I didn't box, but then I was like, wait, I should probably box. So I boxed after everyone had caught up to the safety car, but it kind of still was the right decision, I think, in the end. And then on the mediums, I felt I was pretty quick. I got up to like Joshy, who finished P4. Did you not? He finished P4 or something. I caught up to him. On the mediums, I felt pretty quick. I was still making a
Yeah,
few
you,
mistakes.
you caught up to me and
Yeah,
then dropped off randomly. I
yeah,
was
no, because I
confused.
I completely well, I was on dead mediums and also I completely missed turn one. I went on the gravel. I did a Sebastian Vettel in Canada. I just went on the grass, and then my mediums were like dying. Um, but yeah, unfortunate for the 3 second penalty, and unfortunate for Ghoul just killing me and then driving off in the final part. I lost like 3 positions because of that. Um, yeah, I mean, it, yeah, I don't know. It was pretty lackluster all around. Although I can take hope from the medium stint being semi okay.
Yeah, your qualifying pace was more, as you say this, a bit shocking. Is there anything you can fix with that? I know your time trial time was definitely good.
Yeah, there is definitely things I can fix with it. I think concentrating less on TT is one of them, and actually doing the Q1, Q2, Q3 type of practice because I had no idea. Like in TT, the lights and everything were fine, but I jumped to Q1. I couldn't see it. I was like, okay, maybe it gets later in the day in Q2 or Q3. I was like, it should fix itself, but it didn't. But also the grip is slightly different. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think the main approach to fix it is just to change the way I practice, so it shouldn't be a problem next time. I'm hoping.
Let's just hope. Cam, any questions for the three-time champ?
Um, we all want to know if the fourth coming or not. Start with the excuses.
Well, what do you think after seeing that? I don't think so. Um,
Break my
yeah,
heart.
yeah, I assume it was painful to watch me today. Like, yeah, just I don't think this season is gonna be the one. I'm looking forward to Vipers maybe first championship or runners fourth, but I don't think I'm in it this season, unfortunately. Unless something changes around Christmas.
Well, not with
Um,
mentality, you're not in it. I tell you that.
yeah, you're right. Actually,
Sort it
I'm
out.
winning it. I just
That's
let them
more
get a
like
head
it.
start, Cam. That's all it is, mate.
Yeah, man.
Hey, name I'm coming back.
We believe.
We will be there. Uh, Either way, okay, P9, decent Grand Prix. I know you and Ghoul had a tangle. Will you be submitting?
Probably not.
Oh wow. Okay, so Ghoul will keep his P5. Huge, and he's not here, but I assume he'd be happy with that. But yeah, okay. Anything else you want to say?
Um, no.
All right. Well, either way, GG's a P9. I mean, obviously, would have been around a P6, P7 kind of thing. So not too bad from you, decent pace. And yeah, we look forward to seeing what you can do in the season.
Yeah. Cheers, Nova.
Yep, no problem, as always. All right, moving on now to really quick, Rafa. You're P10, but Merc get preferential treatment, I guess. Rafa, just what are you here? Okay, so I hope your party audio is included. I don't know if there's a button on PC. I don't know how that works.
It does it
But
automatically, I
it
think.
does it automatically.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's automatically on.
Yeah, I think it did it for
Rafa.
Sway and
Okay, Sway. And yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're right. So Rafa, just walk me through qualifying to race end. Yeah, we got you. All right, good to know. I mean, it looked like good pace from you. Can you speak on any of the moves you had? I saw you were very aggressive on some of the moves. I mean, diving to the inside of the fast chicane right on. I mean, wow. Justin, I think.
We're going to Barnes and Noble.
Cam, any questions?
Yeah, you
Rafa?
mentioned promising potential pace. Where do you believe that'll have you excel in championships this season throughout?
Apo.
Patrick. Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, I've
I'm
heard you
looking
did a
forward
lot
to
of
it.
practices, so yeah, looking forward to see what you can do. Hopefully the hard work pays off.
Yeah, let's hope. Just yeah, I don't have any more questions. Can you have any more questions?
No, I think you summed it nicely.
Yeah, I mean, Rafa definitely. I think so. I don't think I have any questions. Rafa explained it very nicely the race. Thank you, Rafa, and good luck this season. Moving to P4, which was
Oh
Joshy.
god.
We got a long way to go. Boys.
If you want it earlier, bro, then just finish floor behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Joshy, moving to you. Good race
Like I
from you.
said.
Good race. You're close, runner. You're close. You got one more. Joshy, moving to you. Good race, P4. Just talk us through quality of the race end.
Um, I'd say I was quite happy with my pace. It kind of surprised me in qualifying, not to be that high up in Q2 especially. But in Q3 then I messed up my final lap and it was a P7 start, I think. I have to say thanks to Raf for t the turn one, lap one, um, keeping it clean, and then it all ended up into nothing when I got spun by Sway. So just a comeback drive at that point. I got double warnings on lap five, so it was just pure damage limitation and just being careful with track limits all the way to the end. And I'd say fairly happy with keeping up with Aposhik and Oka at the end, but they did have penalties, so I wasn't too stressed about it. So just playing it safe and making sure I didn't get a penalty to fall back to goal. To be honest, surprised that goal did pit for softs as well.
Yeah, it was an interesting strategy from Gould. Were you just throughout the race? It seemed like you were just in the midfield fighting with Apajic as well, and also with Oka, who I don't know if he was able to really attack too much on those tires. But are you feeling good for this season? Like the top of the midfield, maybe even pushing for a couple podiums and a win?
I'd say yeah, I want to be like aiming for like best of the rest, back of the front runners, and just picking up maybe a podium and extra points if anything chaotic happened at the front. I'll be just there to pick up the scraps and gain extra points in the championship.
All right, that sounds good. Cam, any questions?
And I think Joshua, I wouldn't say question, but I'd say he very quite quietly drove a very solid race, I must say. So well played.
I was just trying to keep out the way of all the hassle, and that's basically
Yeah, nice and calm.
how I drove. Just
Good
get through it,
points.
pick up what I can.
Yeah. Look definitely good from yourself. And then looking to this season, I believe your prediction was top five in the drivers. Do you think you can get that?
Now I've seen like everyone in the same race. I want to say at least top seven. At
Wow.
most, probably top five.
So what a close grid this is. And yeah, I don't have any other questions for you, Joshy. Anyone? Cam, you got anything?
No, I think some just rest well.
Yeah. Well, Joshy, we're looking forward to see what you can do in Imola. And yeah, thank you.
Oh, I hate Imola, even though I won there last season due to unfortunate events.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So moving to, thank you, Joshy. We'll move to the reigning Tier 1 champion, Roadrunner. First of all, how you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Hopefully your party audio is in.
Yeah, it is.
Uh, okay, good. Um, just as a team principal first, before I ask you with a driver, as a team principal, are you shocked by Charlie?
No, not particularly.
Really?
He said to me, no. He said to me that Australia's like one of his worst tracks, but I'm pretty sure everyone's been saying that, but I'm not particularly surprised because he's kind of in that pack with Oka and Kitten and all those drivers, and they were around his pace, so I'm not surprised he got very unlucky with a hit from Joel and of course the formation lap incident and all of that, so it just wasn't going to go his way. I said to him before when Q2 started that Q3, if we just both go into Q3, that would be good, but that only just didn't happen. He just got knocked out, so yeah, unfortunate, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. It's Charlie. He's up there all the time.
And in Tier 3, it was after a bad qualifying, P4, P5 for your drivers. You can just speak to how proud you are of them. Or
Yeah,
anything
that
of
was
the
a good.
sort.
That was a solid performance. They obviously know each other very well. Because they go to the same school, I think, or they're mates or something. I don't know. And yeah, their race pace looks absolute nuts. Maybe even Tier 2 race pace. But yeah, if they practice more and get used to tracks and used to the car, then I see them to improve more and more and more, and hopefully get up there with Isak and those drivers.
Yes, we'll just have to see it. So now moving to you as a driver, obviously qualifying, I mean, you messed up your first run in Q3, and then the said last run just wasn't it. Do you think you could have been on the fight for pole if you had hooked up that first lap? And maybe
Oh
the
yeah,
last lap?
100%, 100%. We had pressure even in Q1 because Charlie nearly got knocked out in Q1, and then so did I. And yeah, I mean Australia. I don't like Australia, but I think we were like I was like a tenth and a half off pole, and that first lap felt incredible until I invalidated it. So yeah, unfortunate, but these things happen.
So to talk about that, you qualified behind Killer Croc. I assume there was shock there. That's the reigning champion. You qualified behind Croc.
Yeah.
As wow.
I don't
but
know. Maybe
going-
Jan Otman's been teaching him or something. I have no idea how he's up there. I congrats to him, but he's a bit like Minty, isn't he? DNF's
We'll
about
see.
3 laps in, so and he got a penalty within 2 corners, so
Yeah,
yeah.
apparently he had a triple warning, which is a new one. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I don't think it's anything. But runner in the race, it was a lot of managing. You were away from the top in the first stint, but you got back and saved some ERS, and then obviously at the final safety car, it just wasn't there, was it? The pace to Viper.
No, no, it wasn't. I didn't. Australia's one of these tracks with all the bumps that you've got to make sure when you're going over that bump, you're hoping that your car's stable and you're placing it in the exact perfect position. And I can't do that, but Viper can, and that's why he's up there. And yeah, I just got damage limitation points. Maya was quick, but my controller disconnected, so I went into AI for a bit, and that didn't help me. But yeah, congrats to them both because they were way quicker today. But I think I could have been a lot quicker today, and maybe in Imola it could be better. It can be better.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, get your Imola win robbed last season from
Yeah.
disconnection. Cam, any questions for the reigning Tier 1 champion?
Yeah, absolutely. You obviously briefly touched upon the rest of your drivers, but after seeing the first day, not the first full race weekend, do you believe you can mount the push for the combined?
Yeah, 100%. We got Charlie, who's a well-experienced URFL driver, and myself. And then you got Kean and Blake, which is I think one of the deadliest duos you could possibly create in URFL. And then now you can chat to me if you want about the whole Kean saga, but yeah, but that's that. It is what it is. And yeah, tier 3 I mentioned already. They seem to be quick in the race, and QUALI just needs to improve a bit more. But they look like they can just get solid, consistent points, and none of our drivers look like they're gonna spin around or any kind of that. So that's a good sight to see, and that's what you
Has
need
that been
to
a
be up
target for you,
there.
just picking up consistency of the guys that won't spin it around, the guys that'll keep it on the track, the guys that'll drag it home for the points?
Sorry,
gone
what was
through
the
your mind?
question?
Has it gone through your mind in
Yeah,
terms of when
yeah,
you're recruiting them?
yeah, 100%. Obviously Nova wanted. I I put Nova in. Well, Nova was already in Ferrari, and then he ditched Mercedes. But I don't want to go around about it because yeah. And but we saw Kian even before his time trials and all of that. I thought he was a solid driver to have, and him and Blake who get on well. I wanted drivers which know that they'll get on well with each other and communicate with each other well, and that's very important. And just to make sure they get consistent points, and if you want consistent points, then you've got to finish those races. Like Michael Schumacher said, it was like to finish first you need to finish, and that's what we've done here at Ferrari.
Yeah, I don't think fair, and I think I agree with you. Keane is definitely a great driver, and love to race with him. He's clean, he's fast, he's definitely a championship challenger, and we'll have to see how that goes in Tier 2. But here in Tier 1, not the best opening to the season for you, P3, but hey, consistent podiums. Hey, if you're complaining about a podium,
Yeah,
you're doing well.
yeah,
But
yeah. I think we can go for race wins, but this grid is so close. It's unbelievable. So it's going to be those times where this driver's good at this track and this driver's bad at this track, and then they're going to do well at this track because they're good at it, and they're not going to do well at this track because they're bad at it. Because it's not going to be like when I was winning all the time for the last 3 seasons, and because I'd hate one track and then I'd win it, and then I'd be good at one track and I'd win it. It's just yeah, this really shows who's the fastest, really.
well, thank you for your time, runner. Cam, any more
Thanks.
questions for the reigning champion?
I believe not.
Yeah, so we'll see if we can go for the fourth. Moving on to Nicholas Meyer, P2. Are you there? Still, sorry, it's been a while. Meyer? No? Maybe? Hello? I can't hear you if you're talking. This is a shame. This is a shame. Okay, I think if you're having trouble speaking, we'll go to Viper first, and then we'll see if you can get it after. Okay, so we'll do that. Viper, he's back. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm sorry for making you wait. You include your audio?
Yes.
The man who said, "Do you know who I am? I'm It's Viper," after I questioned him after his Singapore drive, and when he took pole by a second in the wet. Viper, you have returned and you have dominated again. Wow, what a qualifying, what a race. Walk me through it.
There's nothing to walk through. It's just what's it? How can I say this? It's a normal lobby for me. There you go. It's a bit easy. Sorry. Yeah. For the other drivers, it's like an open lobby. There you go. Qualifying was alright. Had wing damage. Yeah. I don't know how, because yeah, I still got pole, which was alright.
And then in the race.
Huh? No.
In the race,
Shush.
it looked like a good it looked like a good race from yourself. Obviously you got off the line well, and then was it just managing until the end?
Yeah. Managing. It's keeping goal in the DRS, so no one else could overtake him, which was a bit hard-ish. He had so much top speed. People with so much top speed on this track, it's unbelievable. I don't get it.
Lots of straights on the track, so I mean, obviously it didn't matter. You were just ridiculous. You also had you could tell that you were not running top speed in the pure race pace analysis from the tool. You were one of the worst drivers in the middle sector. And the middle sector is just all straights. So,
Yeah, I know. 2 DRS
yeah.
zones, and, yeah. 4 DRS zones, which was AIDS.
Yeah, but you were dominant today, and it seemed like you were just controlling from the front and never looked in doubt. And this season, can anyone beat you?
Don't know. Wait and see in the other tracks, you know.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
it's like one of my good tracks, so let's hope someone could try and beat me there.
one of his good tracks. So he's gonna win by 20 seconds. So we'll see how that goes. Cam, any questions for our race winner and championship leader?
If there's anyone that could potentially challenge you, who do you believe it'll be?
I say Nick. If he got past goal, then he could have, like, you know, been up my arse on that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're a relentless driver on track, and Nicholas was looking very, very aggressive on track as well. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do if he didn't get spun by Runner in the fast chicane. Maybe Runner will get a pen for that. I don't actually know. I don't think he dropped too many positions, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Viper, this championship is looking nice. You looking at a championship right here?
Yeah. Yeah, I really do.
All right, well, good to hear. We'll see what it can do. We'll see if I need to change my prediction, but right now I'm sticking with Nicholas. Thank you, Viper, for joining us, and we'll see what you can do next time on Nimala.
All right, then. We'll see.
And did I forget to ask you if you have any questions?
Huh?
Did I forget to ask you if you had any questions?
No, I already asked a question.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. Nick, is the mic working? I'm gonna assume that's a no.
Yeah, sadly not.
Well, oh yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Beautiful. Anyways, I should include your audio automatically. Just walk us through quality to race end. Hello, and yeah. 70% differential. Are you mad? Wow. Jesus. I don't know how you survived. Jeez. I mean, still to get P2 after all that. Wow. Uh, was it ever a thought in your head that maybe you could attack runner at the end and really try and get to Viper, or were you just trying to DRS train until you had to attack? I mean, yeah, fair. Cam, any questions for our P2 driver, second in the championship?
Yeah, we saw you and Viper a bit back and forth in one of the chats. Do you believe you can really bring it to him in future races?
And we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Well, thank you, Nick. Hopefully this season, I predicted you as my champion. Hopefully you deliver and we get a great championship battle. It looked amazing this race, and hopefully we see maybe more runner on the pace, maybe another driver coming in. Hopefully Gul gets the right strategy. But yeah, thank you for joining us. There you go. Yeah. Cam, that's all the interviews we
Yes.
have. What a race. What a
Yeah,
round of the
what a
season.
race. I had a bit of everything.
I mean, I think I'm going to stick with my championship prediction. I'm not going away just yet. I'm not going to overreact to the first race of the season when it's Australia and not many people have their best track here. So I'm still going to keep my prediction as Nicholas Meyer. I think Aston Martin have done well here in Turn 1, Tier 1, and they always have. I think I'm going to keep Nicholas. They keep in goal. You might get unsigned if you change it.
You wouldn't. I don't think you'd change things around.
But you going for goal?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm sticking with my team principle, right? Job's on the line
Yeah.
otherwise.
There you go. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I think next time out, Imola, I'm going to predict Viper winning again. It's hard to say anything else. I think it'll be a last lap battle between Viper and Nick for the win, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're within a 2/10 by the line. So I think it'll be close. I also don't think Minty will finish. So any
Wow.
predictions from you, Cam, for next weekend?
Next race weekend, am I allowed to go for goal, or is the bias at the point becoming too much?
Weber predicted Vettel and Red Bull to win the championship back in
Well, I'm
2010. He was
going for
right.
goal again. I'll go for him until he wins.
There you go. Surprising that he only has one race win as well. It's kind of crazy.
He's only won one race.
I'm pretty sure, unless he won some last season, he only
That's
won.
crazy.
I'm pretty sure his only win was in 21, and he would have won Brazil as well, but he disqualified because he drove past the safety car.
I remember that race.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
we'll
a
have to
lot
wait
down
and
that
see.
one.
Oh, sorry, he won two more times last season. He's a three-time race winner, so give him that. But yeah, anything else we can talk about?
Nothing
Mercedes
on
downfall?
the Merc down. But I tell you what, do you know what Orca actually said? He was coming after a 1-2 today.
Wow.
But then 5
Yes.
minutes later, he also said he wasn't getting out of Q2. So
Yeah, fair.
that man changes his mind every 2 minutes. But I'm excited to see what he can cook with that no assist or whatever he's using these days.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah,
Either
for
way,
real.
yeah. Have a good day to you as well, Nick.
Yeah.
GG's from you.
Hope to see you next week.
Yeah, and I think that's it. We've been going for 150 minutes, 2.5 hours
Long time.
of pure waffle. And yeah, anything else, Cam? I got nothing.
No, I think we can close out.
All right, there we go. Thank you to everyone. Make sure to tune in for next time out. It'll be Oka and Zealous doing tier 2 this time tomorrow, but I mean 2.5 hours earlier than we are right now. So about 22, 21 and a half hours. You'll see Oka and Zealous go live, and they will be doing tier 2 for Australia. It'll be me and Cam racing. It'll be very fun. We'll see who can win the championship. Championship battle will be on. If we had a good battle here, we're going to have a great battle here in tier 2. And yeah, go check out Mel streams, M3LLSTREAMZ, for tier 3's race. I don't know how that finished, but I know that
I
Isak
do.
was trying to work through the field.
I do know how
How
it
did that
finished.
finish?
Elon won, but Isaac is not happy with him. That's all I can say.
Wow.
I didn't
So maybe
see
Ewan
anything.
getting a penalty, but
Allegedly.
Ewan taking Ewan taking his second race win in URFL. Beautiful for him. And yeah, make sure to check out that stream. That was definitely going to be an interesting one. As Cam mentioned earlier, it was Zealous and Isak starting very close, and maybe they touched. Who knows? But yeah, just have to go watch and see. Thank you, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Adios.